What's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 14 of the Better Tech Podcast. I'm your host, Russ, and today we have three special guests. It's kind of interesting because we all work together. So yeah, we have Izzy, Doohan, and Ants.
Hello.
What up? Yo.
Here.
So these guys are the kind of the creative direction behind basically everything that I do. So that's the Better brand, and that's also Corrupt to Strength as well. And I had this interesting interaction with someone while I was out in Miami, and they're like, yo, he was a videographer, and he's like, yo, you should have your videographers on a podcast and talk about kind of just videography shit. And I was like, that's not a bad fucking idea at all. And I was like, why not? So,
oh man,
it's our time.
Here we are. It's about time.
You guys want to how do you want to do this? You guys want to introduce yourselves individually? Or?
Yeah, we can go one by one. Izzy first.
You got it first, bro. You got it. Izzy down first. Holy.
What's up, guys? My name is Doohan. I am the very first videographer and first employee for Russell. And Ant.
Oh, hey guys. My name is Ant. I'm a media assistant at Corrupt to Strength and at Better. I'm also Weezy's videographer. So.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah, that camera.
What's going on, guys? I'm Izzy, and I do media for Corrupt to Strength, photography, videography, and I also do a lot of freelance stuff on my own.
Yeah, boom. So whenever that dude hit me up and said we should do the videography stuff, my brain started kind of rolling because I was kind of intrigued. And for me, I think with the growth of just social media in general, there's a lot of people that they want to be in front of the camera. They want to be the superstar or the person creating the content.
Right.
But then I don't think people realize there's a whole system behind those people that help kind of make that move. What kind of struck you guys kind of I just want to be behind the camera. I just want to make the content.
I mean, shit. Whenever I first was intrigued, honestly, I started with photo. So I started with photo. And it was a birthday present from my parents. It was, I think it was a Nikon, a point and shoot. And I started with photo, just taking photography. We had a lake in the backyard. And I was just taking landscape portraits, landscape pictures just back then. Yeah. And then my biggest thing starting off was kind of fitness. I was watching Russell, I was watching Christian, I was watching basically Jeff Nippard, the OGs, Matt Ogus, David Lade, even the fucking guy with the beard, he had a bald ass head, and he was part of Gymshark. Even him too.
Oh, Lex.
And I was Lex.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember Lex. Yeah,
fucking Lex. And I was watching
Griffin,
the OG Gymshark and Alfleet crew. And then so I started lifting, and then I started bringing my camera to film my lifts. And then through that, I was like, oh shit, this is actually pretty dope. The editing process, because I would go home at night. I was in high school, by the way, so I would go at night, train. Film my training, come back home, edit it, post it the next day. And then I kind of just fell in love more with the process of shooting and editing versus the actual training itself. Right. So that's kind of how I got started and how I was damn, yeah, doing this part of what overall I wanted to do is way more fun than the overall training aspect. So
Facts.
Shoot. I feel I got a lot of influence as a kid in middle school because back in the day, I'm in the middle school, so I didn't really have money or a job back then. So whenever those kids, I have a group of friends who went cityscaping in Houston because they had a camera that they bought, and I saw that, I'm just oh, that's cool, the cityscape. Instagram started popping up back then where they had the old color format, and then it was just a square photo and everything where So if you were there before Instagram changed their whole thing, you're an OG. But yeah, I had a ton of influence there. That's when I started with photo. Basically Visco came out, and I just
fucking Visco.
Visco was a fun time. So I would just take random pictures of landscapes and whatnot, because I went to Seattle just for a trip with my family, and just took a lot of photos and whatnot. And then during middle school too, so for the videography aspect, it happened at the same time where video games were on the all-time high on YouTube and stuff, and montages were a thing back then. And I'm I see people making those montages, and I'm bro, I want to do this one day and make it a side hobby. And so COVID hit, and then like the whole like STEM checks and stuff like hit and whatnot. And like I went like I ran that, and So yeah, like I got a PC, like started like video editing off of like my gaming clips, make montages and whatnot, and then like I think it was like later down the line, like I watched like a lot of the OGs and like fitness and whatnot, and then like I kind of just like filmed myself, filmed my friends at my old gym, like like I even like reached out to like the like UHBL, like University of Houston's powerlifting club, and like got connect there, and then just like from then on, it's just like well.
Because you used to be at Corrupted Strength like all day.
Oh my God,
yeah.
yeah.
Like when
Fucking
Corrupted
day.
first opened, Ant would be there all day long from the point that you worked out all the way until closing. And like I think we started taking a little bit of notice when we started noticing you like post pictures.
Yeah.
So you had like you had like a high powered camera from what I remember, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
So I was just like, damn, like is this something you do for real or like any of that?
oh, dude, like I remember like I was just shooting my own stuff, and then like my old coach at the time, like we had a night crew of friends, like they'll come to the gym and just like they'd work out, and I'll just hit them up like saying like, hey, like I want to like practice photos, and just like then they're just like start shooting their stuff. So
Yeah.
that was fun.
That's crazy.
It's just nuts. I remember I was telling you, I think the other day, I remember watching like, because obviously I watch you guys before I moved down here. I remember watching like the process of Ant, but like through YouTube or like through Doohan stories, like that shit's just crazy. Like to see now, obviously,
No,
like,
yeah.
where you're at, like same shit you're talking about. Like
Yeah.
bro's been grinding. He shot like a BTS video for you on your YouTube or something.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
That was the first day. Actually. Yeah,
and then you got like, I remember you posted like he got like a vertical grip or something. Like I just remember that whole like process to
Yeah,
now,
the
like obviously
photo.
seeing what's going on. But so for myself, it wasn't like traditional route. Like y'all talked about getting a camera when you were young. I mean, I do remember it had to be like some kind of Nikon. It was a blue camera. Actually, it was a Coolpix blue camera.
Yeah, that was the same one.
And,
I had. Coolpix.
I got this when I was in like, I had to be in like 5th or 6th grade, but I never did anything with it. So like I remember that vividly, but like that was never a part of the story that I tell. But so same thing as you, like I watched you guys, I watched the process of like how you edit his videos. And then I would go back and watch like your vlogs. I was watching Christian, Max, like the whole Shawley, the whole fitness scene down here. And I started vlogging again, my own powerlifting journey. And just kind of developed like, I did a 60-day streak of I was uploading every single day. I was like, I don't even care like about the views. I don't even care about
on YouTube.
on YouTube.
60
and like
days?
60 days straight, bro. And it's like you can go back and watch some videos and you're like, oh yeah, this video he didn't put zero fucking effort in. Like, it's a song behind some clips and it's uploaded, but I was like, bro, like fucking I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And then there's some videos where I like really went in depth and like tried my best to like put out the best whenever I had time, basically. But so like moving on past that, like my brother owns a bar in Minnesota, and that's like it had to be beginning of mid 2020. And at the mid 2021, I'm sorry. And like at the time, like I was telling him like, bro, his content is everything. I don't know what I'm doing with this camera, but I know this camera could take better pictures than your iPhone.
Yeah.
And like I'll figure out angles, all this kind of stuff. And then he also bought a supplement company. So it was like he bought that company, he already owned the bar. So I was shooting like fitness. I was shooting product photos. I was shooting food at a bar. I was shooting late night like club scene type stuff. And it was just like all moved very fast. So I always tell people like I've only been shooting technically for like a year and a half seriously.
Damn.
But like that first 6 months was like any and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I shot for the basketball team out in Minnesota, and it was just like any opportunity that I could possibly find. Like I was like, fuck it, let me see what I could do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like even like the podcast like this, like I've never shot a podcast, but I was like, bro, like I'm just the type of person, if I see like the vision, I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, same shit with Corrupted. Like that was my goal when I moved out here. Like I know I could be on the media team. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do that. I don't know how I'm gonna get better, but I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and it's just that's where we are now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Whenever you guys like are taking pictures, do you guys ever wish like you guys had someone like taking like video content of y'all as you're doing your shit, or
I go through like phases.
go through
Personally,
phases? Yeah.
Where it's
Yeah.
like, damn, this shit would be dope. Or like specific shoots where it's like, oh yeah, this shit would be like super dope to have someone with me. But for example, somebody was out here who was willing to do that, and I was like I just don't like. There's never like the right time to be like, hey, bro, you want to come shoot BTS of this YouTube video? That I'm gonna
Yeah.
shoot? You know what I'm saying? And like for me specifically, it feels kind of weird. Like if I'm gonna pull up to a shoot with somebody who's paying me to be their or their videographer, like, oh yeah, I'm coming and I'm gonna bring this dude that you don't know, and he's gonna shoot me, and we're gonna all get content from this. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my take on it.
Now it's different because of
Yeah.
like how IG and like TikTok is. Like
Right.
back then, bro, like there was no like BTS content. Like that was not a thing. So like there was like no need. But with the switch up with Instagram and TikTok, now there's just like any content is just content. You just post it. So now like that's kind of like why we brought on Ant to like do like BTS in the first. Yeah. So yeah, bringing on Ant was kind of like just to, because we saw the shift in content. Like there was a need for like BTS content, just like overall like setups, like how are we shooting this? How is like it all like being done? So I was kind of, whenever I saw Ant starting off, his camera was like, I think an A64, and he was editing everything off of his iPad or phone.
It was the same MacBook I still had.
The same MacBook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout COVID.
It was the same MacBook?
Yeah.
What did I do to like switch? Remember there was like
it was from Premiere to Final Cut.
No, your photos.
Oh, I shot I imported things weird, so like it was a DNG, and it went like I wasn't never editing raw.
Ant used to import his fucking photos from his camera through the Wi-Fi into Lightroom. And I told him, I was like, you need to like take out the SD card and put it into your MacBook.
Wait, okay, so when y'all start talking like that, I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? So like, that's not good. Does that lower the quality of the picture?
Yeah.
Or?
So whenever you're importing photos like just through Wi-Fi, like Bluetooth or whatever, like it's not coming in as a raw. It comes in as a JPEG. And I remember just like looking at
a different file.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know that. Okay,
it's just like a bigger file. So Ann would like take these like pictures and then editing them. And I would see him get posted. And I'm like I see him with a MacBook. Like, what is he doing wrong?
Bro, I was deep frying
literally
them
like
photos,
brought
dude.
Ant like on the first day, and I was like, show me what you're doing. Like, just show me your process. He showed me his process. I was like, okay, yeah, stop doing that. Like, bring out your SC, put it in, like input the photos first, and then bring it into Lightroom.
From then on,
just off of that, bro, the quality just shifted immaculately.
Yeah,
I had
it was
divine
insane.
intervention.
And then like off of that, I was just like, yeah, see, like I just that was kind of the also the first time I like taught someone like something just in person. So from that moment on, I was like, oh shit, like I could bring a whole team on, teach them like just basic, simple like fundamentals, and then like we could have a whole
shit that's
fucking,
just like second nature to
yeah, just like second nature to me, just so we could have like a whole fucking media team. And then Ant just came on, did pictures, BTS videos, and now just, you know, he's very in hand with everything that we do for better CS and just anything Russ related as well. So which is insane. So
yeah.
because he's only been shooting for like a year,
Almost like 2 years.
like
now.
2 years,
Yeah,
almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys, like I've literally seen like all of you guys like literally just grow. Like I remember your style is completely different from what it used to be.
Oh yeah, they're way different. It was like part of it was like I just don't know what I'm doing, bro. It's like let me get something out, and then part of it is just like developing your style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like as you move, you just slowly start like getting better and figuring it out. I remember I always tell people now is like whenever people edit pictures for the first time, they always like want to make sure people know they edited it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Where like if you look at the pictures in the NFL or the NBA, like those pictures just look clean as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like damn, he's got a crazy. I remember the first time I ever had a preset, I was like comparing, and I do this a lot even still. Like I was comparing my photos to like something you uploaded on Corrupted Strengths page. I was like, damn, like I got a lot of shit. I like turned the preset down like all the way down to like 20%. I was like, damn, bro, I was doing too much, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's interesting for me to watch because I feel like before videography wasn't like a glamorous type of position.
Right.
No, it
Right.
was not.
And then like there was like this like weird explosion to where now like people want to do videography.
Right.
or
They want to be
video.
the one behind
Yeah.
the camera.
They want to be the one behind the camera. And like there's like an excess of like, I feel like I could rattle off at least like close to 10 names off the bat. Like of people that are in Houston. Like what do you guys think about the explosion of the videography scene in Houston in general? Because I know Izzy's originally from Minnesota.
Wisconsin. I moved to Minnesota.
Shit,
No,
Wisconsin and Minnesota. But you
Yeah,
came
yeah.
from Minnesota down to
yeah.
Houston, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you're in the area, and then Doohan is from Baytown, which is like about like an hour away from Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys think about like the kind of like explosion? And then also, do you think that the quality of videographers is high?
I think, in my opinion, like right now, obviously, fitness is like the main hub. So that's what driving people here, like influencers and then videographers as well. Like people just want to be a part of it, and they know opportunity is going to be here. We've seen people like LT do it. Obviously, Doohan came up, like just like the names that I've seen in the videography space. But I feel like so many people are moving here for that direct opportunity. Like you said, like they don't even care to be in front of the camera. They're not even posting BTS clips. They're not even posting their own work. They just want to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is super dope. I think, like for me specifically, anytime I see someone move here, especially because I'm not like super established, like I think it's good the amount of people we have at this table because like we're all at a different point and we all handle things differently. Like for example, Doohan, like you're already established. You've been doing your thing obviously for however long. For me, it's like when I see new people, I'm like, all right, but he can't be better than me.
Yeah,
I don't care how good he is right now.
yeah.
He can't be better than me when I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I like that a lot. It's just like, it keeps that competitive edge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I feel like no matter what line of work you do, it's good to have that competitive edge.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
true.
Yeah, I think it's good just having a just influx of videographers and photographers, just overall creators. Because like he said, it just keeps you like on your toes. Like this shit can just be taken like that, like any day. Like anyone can come in, just, you know, outwork you, whatever. So just it's good to constantly just keep you driven, keep you just locked in and centered on like, okay, he's doing this. And also just it gives you like a fresh take because new people like come and like just like do things differently,
Different
and
styles,
then
everything.
different styles, like different takes. They like maybe do BTS like a different way. Like I remember LT, like he used to like do BTS with his phone,
Yeah.
and he had like a fucking like harness, like
just dope.
like a whole like chest piece. And I'm just like, bro, like what is it? Like what's that for? He's like, oh, it's for my fucking phone. But like, and I was just like this guy's like going a mile ahead to like do like this just for
to get the
BTS. Like
yeah.
I gotta fucking go a mile ahead for like whatever anything that I do. So it's just good. I think also it was related to just the influx of like fitness influencers, people coming down to like try and be like a fitness influencer, like an athlete, or just, you know, because the fitness hub in Houston is huge.
Yeah.
And it just exploded over the last few years. And I think with that also came just an opening to videographers kind of like, oh, like let me scope out like what fitness influencer needs a videographer.
Right.
Like,
Who needs somebody full time?
Who needs
I hear that all the
who
time,
needs
bro.
somebody
Like,
full time.
oh, so and so doesn't have a videographer. I'm like, bro, maybe he doesn't want one. Like,
Yeah, that's such a big thing.
Nothing wrong with like being wanting to hustle and like find someone who doesn't have one, but like I hear that all the time. It's just like, oh, he doesn't have a videographer. I'm gonna try and shoot for him.
Yeah.
Which shit, bro, dude?
Because I feel like early on in the fitness game or just the content creation game, it wasn't really like an emphasis on videography.
Right.
Like you kind of do everything yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I know how to like, I mean, definitely not y'all's level, but like I know how to work Final Cut Pro to a certain extent.
Right.
To like
get a video out.
Yeah, to get a video out. Versus like now, like some people like for you, like with the Better Take podcast, I don't even touch like the YouTube.
Right.
Like, but that's like abnormal for me because I'm used to like being intertwined with that process.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I mean, Ant mentioned it too. He's like, yo, I'm like Weeze's videographer.
Right.
Which is like, that's not like it's like a new concept.
It is. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
It's new, but it's also like hard to come by because I feel like I've seen some influencers where like they just have back-to-back like videographers. So like there's also like that, you need to have that relationship.
Yeah.
You need to have like that good workflow with whoever you're creating for. But also like I feel like videographers like don't take into account that there's like a business like blueprint behind this too. Like you don't just go and like shoot for someone like that's how you're gonna make bread. Like you're
And now you're best friends
you're
shooting
gonna
every day.
like you're a business. Like you got to think of a business. Like you need to have a website. You need like also like do ads too. Like have like just reach out to like different businesses.
Right.
Most videographers don't know what a retainer is, which is insane. But it's like that's just from once again like being just business like heavy too on the back end stuff. Like that's just nice little fundamentals that I try to teach you guys too, like all those things, because there's a lot of videographers that just come in trying to shoot for someone and then think that's it.
Oh, this is my client. We work together all the time. I think that's part of what like helped me be so successful. And I don't say that as like, oh, I'm out here for real. You know what I'm saying? But like, like I would say I had good success in my first year out here. But like I came from, my brother owns 2 businesses, like I spoke on before. Like, so I saw all the struggles that go in building a business. I saw all the ugly, the good, the bad. And I have a son, so it was like different for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally moved to Houston. I told my girl, I was like, I'm not getting a fucking job. If I spend every dime within 3 weeks, like I'll just go work construction. It is what it is.
She's upstairs listening to this like, bro.
That nigga was tripping. But I mean, shit, it was just like business had to be on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to think of, okay, how much money am I making this month? How much can I save? How much can I reinvest? What equipment do I need to buy? Not do I want to buy.
Yeah.
What equipment do I need to buy? Like all that type of stuff was like always in the back of my head. Because like life is just different. You know what I'm saying?
You almost have to weigh like opportunity versus like actually working.
Right.
Because like in this, just generally like in entrepreneurship and just like business and like what we do, like you're gonna do a lot of things. You're like, I know there's no paycheck attached to this, but it's like the look that I'm gonna get from this is going to be a lot more,
For sure.
Yeah, a lot more valuable going forward.
Absolutely.
How do you guys weigh that out? Because there's so many people that come down to Houston
For the opportunity.
Yeah, like the fitness influencers, and just videographers in general. Like, how do you guys weigh out opportunity costs versus like actually getting paid for work? Because I have had like a lot of people. I'm a very like, okay, like the opportunity to just learn and work with this person is a lot more valuable than actually like, it sounds so weird, but fucking up a potential business relationship for asking, because there's that awkward period where you like ask for money right off the bat, and you don't want to like make it weird or make it kind of awkward. So it's like, how do you guys balance that line of like, I need to ask for money versus like, you know, this is an opportunity type thing?
I think for me, it's just like how I say for like my approach, it was just like I'm just like me and the camera is just like I'm there just to make dope shit basically, and like usually the bag doesn't like really like come afterwards. Like it's an afterthought basically, and sometimes I forget, and I'm just like seeing like if it's someone else that's reaching out to me, then like like it's a business approach. But like if I'm coming towards someone, like I just like, it's weird to say this, but like I just want to like create like something good with that person basically, because like it just sparks my interest. So
you
like
see the opportunity, or like
so it's like
project?
so it's just like I want to say I'm like more picky of like who I choose, but like it's just like if I'm working with someone like in general, it's just like I'm making sure like I'm putting out quality content, and then like the business can be like secondary, but also like I'm also trying to see it from the other end of like how other people see it. It's just like they want to approach business as much as they can, so like they can get their name out too, and like it can go either way. Like you can like it's like the word of mouth thing, right? So like you can like be those guys who like create dope stuff no matter what, and like your name will still get out there, or like you'll work with like a lot of people basically and like create those connections, and like your name still goes out there basically. So there's like a good balance of being like there's like a few ways that you can go through with like being business and then like just creating stuff. So
yeah,
I think like for me, there's like a fine line. Obviously, we both know that. Especially like I said, I do this full time, and I like literally just moved out here to do this full time. But when I first moved out here, it was like, bro, I'll shoot anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you're giving me $5, $0, $100. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that slowly started turning into people seeing my work, bigger name people seeing my work. And then literally just like taking advantage of those opportunities. Yeah. I remember, obviously everybody knows I work a lot with Swole Ricketts. The first time I ever met him, I had DM'd him. I was doing like, I had went back to Minnesota. I was down here for summer shredding. Went back to Minnesota. I posted like an ad. I was doing like $150 shoots for a reel and photos.
I think you're the first person I've seen video. I mean, I could be wrong. For me, like you're the person I saw. I was like, this is my rate. This is what I'm trying to do right now. Like,
let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I approach it, bro. It's like, I'm not comparing. Like, I don't worry about what he charges, what they're gonna charge. Like, this is what I'm gonna charge. You see my work, either we finna do it or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I remember he hit me up, and that was one of those opportunities where I was like, it was the first thing we ever shot was the collab YouTube video. With you and him last
shit.
And I was like, bro, like, I'm in this bitch with Russ. I'm in this bitch with Doohan and Swole. Like, this video has to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, it was obviously looking back, I'm like, damn, this shit was trash. But like at the time, it was just like, I got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to do my best on every single opportunity. And that's another thing that I always talk about is like, I don't care if somebody has one follower, if they have 300,000, if they have 1 million followers, like I'm gonna give everybody the same time of day, the same respect of their content, because they obviously either paid me or wanted this opportunity for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people get caught up in like the numbers, and I've heard people like get caught up in like, oh, I'm only gonna shoot for people with this amount of followers. And it's like,
I've heard that.
Really?
Like,
That's cynical.
And I'm just like, bro,
same reaction. It's insane.
Right?
Really?
Like you really would say that, but like I said, I just try to get everybody the same time of day. bro banged his head. He
No,
left.
I'm thinking, but that shit's so funny. It's like,
No, I'm already.
yeah, I got this shoe, but this nigga only got by like 500 followers, so it's whatever. That's so funny.
Sound crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane. I don't know, because I just look at it like, bro, like we're like, yes, we're videographers by title, but we're business first too. Like we're like our own like LLC, our own like sole individual, like just business. The biggest thing with that is just being calculated too.
Yeah.
Like I know you came here, you had 3 weeks, you gave yourself 3 weeks. If I'm not doing shit in 3 weeks, like you had a backup plan.
Right.
With me, I was doing freelance and I was working on the side off of a full-time job. I was working 40 to 60 hours. I had like 1 or 2 days off if I didn't pick overtime. I would only pick overtime if I didn't have like shit lined up.
Right.
So, but I would go on IG and I would just hit people up for free. To like shoot.
Yep.
Knowing that like it could be paid, it could not. I'm always going into it like just not expecting to be paid, because
If somebody want to offer some money, bro, I'll
just
take
common
anything.
sense, bro. If I hit you first, like
Yeah.
it's like a passion project. Like I'm just trying to get something to build my portfolio. If you bring up money, like that's something we can talk about, but like I'm not pressed for you to pay me.
Right.
Like I remember I reached out. So how we met, me and Russell, I reached out to Russell. And then he didn't see the DM till like 2 months later, but then he saw it, and then it was actually the very first GBT merch shoot. So he needed someone. He said, "Hey, if you're free tomorrow, we can shoot. Actually, I'm about to drop some stuff, so like I need pictures." And I was like, oh, "Okay, bet." Now, mind you, into that conversation, I hit him up first. He didn't hit me. I hit him up, and then he replied to it. So going into the shoot, like I'm not expecting to be paid, and then I'm just trying to grab as much content as I can, as many pictures as I can, trying to ask him like, how do you like this? Like, what's your vision? Like, what are you trying to do? You know, all in the location and everything. And then after the shoot was done, he was like, oh, like, what's your rate? And then I told him, I was like, oh, like, nah, you're good. Like I asked you, he's like, nah, like I'm gonna pay you.
Right.
So it's like just off good courtesy and like just, having a good heart, Russell paid me because that's just the type of man that he is. So just off of that, like that to me was like, damn, like I wasn't expecting to be paid, but he went above and beyond to like pay me. I got to make sure like this shit's good. And then I even like overnighted that the pictures too.
Bro was grinding.
I think
Put the battery in his back.
yeah. I went home and then I overnighted the pictures because the next day I had work later on in the day. So I made sure I was like, I got to get this shit done. And then boom, I sent pictures. I probably sent you like 400 or something pictures.
It was a lot. I remember.
Yeah.
All edited.
My
I
picture
shifted.
selection process was trash back then. Back then I was just like any fucking picture I'm just sending.
He said, "Let me."
But
edit
now
one,
I'm
but-
able to like condense like
Yeah.
500 into like 50 actual solid pictures. But
I
yeah,
think
you
that-
got to be calculated,
Damn.
man.
That interaction right there is just like just speaks to the influx of videographers out here. Like you'll never see nobody post like, especially somebody with a following, like, hey, who can shoot this tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody just knows like.
Yeah.
These are the people. This is who I can go to. This is where I can find this. If I need a graphic designer, I can go here. If I need a videographer, if I need photos, you know what I'm saying? Or like, to now it's almost like it literally is the opposite of like who needs to get shot tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is insane.
It's crazy
It's
because
super dope, though.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I like back then, even thinking about thinking back then, like there wasn't a huge influx of like videographers to really go through. It was like I had just like parted ways with my old guy. We just kind of like separated or whatever. He had some stuff going on. He was like in California, so I don't know.
Oh, he got a new job. Yeah.
Yeah, he got a new job out in California. And then I was just like, bro, there's like literally no one else. Like there's like no one in this vicinity that really does that kind of shit. So yeah, I was surfing through and I found Doohan stuff. It was crazy because like with Doohan, it was more so just about like the whole payment thing. There's like something called like practicing good business. Right. Like if I have like the money for it and I have like the budget for it, like there's no way I'm just about to let you just do it for free.
No matter what it is,
Yeah,
how
no matter
early,
what it
how
is,
late,
like
yeah.
I try my best to like show respect to people's crafts.
Right.
Like I think that's the most important thing. Like, and that's gonna lead into the next question. Like, how many times have you guys had like, I guess let's just call them like misunderstandings about payments, or like what's the craziest like payment story that you guys have?
Shit, I'll go. I'll go.
You go first. I got to think about this.
Honestly, I don't have that many. I remember for one, like I said, when I was back in Minnesota, I was shooting any and everybody in the gym for completely free. Like no questions asked, just fuck it, bro. Like you trying to pull up tomorrow? I'll shoot. You know what I'm saying? You got to work out? I'll shoot. I remember one time I went back to Minnesota. It was in October. So I moved out here in July, went back in October for a vacation. And one of the girls that I shot with again. And she was like, "Oh, when are you gonna come up with like rates?" And I was like, "Oh, I already have them." And because I was literally like doing this shit full time, which like I understand. Like I didn't bring up the pricing, bro. I wasn't really tripping. We had shot before, so it was just like another thing. I'm back in Minnesota. It's a business expense. Let me fucking get a shoot in. And so she was like, "Oh, what are they?" And I was like, we already shot. Like, just pay me what you think this is worth, and then I'll tell you after. And she was like, "No, it's gonna make me feel bad." I was like, just pay me what you think it's worth, and then I'll tell you. And now, to me, that's always like the funniest one, just because it's like the concept of, or I mean, like the understanding of the like what's going on.
Yeah.
Especially in Minnesota where I lived, is just like you have no idea. You know what I'm saying? Like what this costs, or, yeah. I mean, shit. I'll leave it at that. I was gonna get into another story, but I'll leave it.
Nah, I had like a similar story. It's just like I don't know what it is about girls, man, but like, like I remember back when I was starting out, I was just once again hitting up everyone and just whatever business to like shoot. So I was hitting up like influencers, male, female, fitness, like everything. I remember I hit up this one girl, not expecting to be paid, right? Also, like, mind you, if I'm not expecting to be paid and like there was no payment like being talked to, like I'm doing this shit on my own time. Like there's no like deadline, whatever, you know, because like so it was this one girl. She just had a good look. She didn't have a following. She didn't have anything. So she didn't have like anything that I was gonna get out of it. It was just something to build my portfolio. Did the shoot, whatever, left, and then she was just pressing me. I literally got home, immediately got a DM. Hey, when do you think they're gonna be done? I'm like, I literally just got home. Like, we just shot, not even like an hour ago. And I was like, oh, like just give me like 2 to 3 business days. I always just say that just to whatever. You know, you want to try and like sound professional, dude. You gotta throw business days in
business
there.
Days, like only like, Monday through Friday.
I don't work on Sunday.
Days. Like I don't work the weekends. Like you know, just okay, like whatever.
You're gonna have to speak with HR.
And then 3 days came by, not even business days, because I made sure too. 3 days passed by, and then she kept on pressing me again. She's like. And then she even got mad because I was just like, I didn't reply, whatever. I just looked at it, I opened it, and I was just like, I'm not going to deal with this right now. I'll send it to her whenever I send it. And then she was just like double texting me, triple texting me. And then she ended the message there with like, I just think it's so unprofessional how like you don't even respond to like your clients. And I'm like, you're not a client.
Yeah.
This is like,
you're
not paying me. But I just think it's funny like that girls are just like that. And then there's another story, but I'll tell you guys after. It's kinda,
some of those we're gonna leave off camera.
Yeah, some of them like it's just like I know the guy too. And
So,
like, we all
might be people we know for real.
Hey, not on me.
No, I'm joking.
All my people recently been solid. I ain't gonna lie. For the record.
Yeah, you have anything or?
No, not really.
Not really?
It's just like, shoot, I was at one shoot. I was doing like a freelance shoot, and like I was wanting to do it for free because like it was with some Buff Bunny athlete, and like she hit me up. It was like, "What's your rate?" And I'm like, I don't know what my rate is. She just looked at me weird. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like about to go. And she's like, want food? I'm like, okay. That's literally it.
You gave her a shoe for food?
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know.
shoot for food.
I remember kind of like you were talking about like somebody's pressing. This is somebody else told me this story about there, and he was like pressing him, and he's like, bro, if you text me again, I'm literally gonna format this card. And then he texted him again with like, bro, I need the video, and he said he just sent him a video fucking formatted.
Was it paid?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't.
Same situation as yours, just like, bro, get off my back.
That's funny.
So what do you guys think about that? Because okay, so I mean, like obviously, I'm like I do like fitness influencing and shit like that. So I'll be taking pictures and video. Like, what do you guys think about the turnaround time? Because I always say like y'all's turnaround time is kind of like abnormal. Like
I ain't gonna lie, they put that pressure on me. Other people would be like, "Oh well, Doohan had it done yesterday." But
that's not normal though. I don't think
It's
that's
definitely not normal. But I think like I don't know. I think like you and I were kind of like the ones that like just made that a thing.
Yeah, because I'll give some context to what we're talking about first. So for the people that are listening, like, I like my content back pretty quickly. Not even that maybe did I put that?
I don't
pressure?
think you. No.
I didn't put that.
No, you didn't put that pressure on me.
I don't think I've ever hit y'all for like.
You
content.
like it quickly, but also I set that expectation for you. Whenever we first started, it was like
fast.
that.
Yeah, I
you
would have
never
videos,
asked
like,
me,
fast as fuck.
yo, like, what do you think? I would see. So here's the thing. Let me just. Whenever you first started, you would ask me after a shoot. You would be like, "Hey, how long do you think this will take me?" I would always like expand my days just to like give me like leeway,
just in case.
Just because I never like one of my biggest thing was like I never want to be a liar. Like I never want to give you a deadline, and then we're at that deadline, and then I'm like either caught up or whatever, or like just something happened.
Oh, let me get 12 hours.
So every single time I would always tell you like, "Oh, give me like 3 or 4 days."
Yeah.
But like literally within like 2 hours, like you have it in your phone.
Yeah.
Just because you always want to like what's the term, like over deliver?
Yeah.
Like over fucking.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We over deliver,
Yes.
undersell and over deliver.
Under the sell, over deliver.
Yeah.
There you fucking
DHL,
go.
shout out to DHL. They do a really good job at that. They always
The shipping
so
company?
sidebar. Yeah, they do. So like they'll do some shit. It's like it's gonna arrive Tuesday, but it really is gonna arrive Monday. But they say it arrives Tuesday.
They be having you
That's
feel
good.
good
So
when
like,
it makes you.
so like I'll be like, okay, like Tuesday, and if it arrives Monday, I'm like, damn, they fast as fuck. But they probably
Yeah.
plan for it to arrive
Right. They already
Monday
know
the
they
whole
do.
That's
time.
such a
You know?
great business model. You
That's
know,
a
it just
great
makes
business
you make yourself like look better.
I hate when I order.
DHL, you can't fucking get that shit over me. I know what y'all doing over there. But yeah, so like
Turnaround time.
yeah, the turnaround time, like for me, like I have seen that it's just not normal. Like you guys
No,
would
it's
have
not.
like full on fucking edits done, like cinematic movies, damn near done in like 2 hours, 3 hours. Like, do you guys ever get annoyed with like shit like that? Because that's like high quality content, and I know how long it takes me to edit like a video myself, and that shit. I be just doing basic ass cuts and using Fat Cat beats on YouTube. That should take me about 3-4
Shout out
hours.
Fat Cat.
Y'all be creating like cinematic movies and like a couple. Like, do you ever get annoyed whenever I guess like content creators ask you for like the content?
I think for me, it's more like, how much effort do you want me to put into this? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how deep in this video do you want me to go? You know what I'm saying? Like I can get you something fucking tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can have the podcast done today.
Yeah.
But it's like, do you
That's gonna
really
be-
do you want all these reels? Do you want all the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what type of effort level do you want me to put in that? And not even effort level. It's like, there's only a certain amount of effort I can put in if I only got 6 hours.
Yeah.
You know, if you let me get 3 days, the video is going to come out completely different if you want it tomorrow. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
true.
So I think that is, for me, it's just like, it's not annoying because I definitely get it. But I do think like the iPhone has made especially the fitness culture, like, oh, I can upload my shit while I'm at the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even in the car yet, and my shit already uploaded for the day. So it's like everybody wants to have that, like the next post, everything's got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, if you just pushed everything back a week, and nobody would know.
Have you
If you were
gotten?
uploading your squat singles from last week, nobody would know. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah, people
and
do
I'm not
that
saying-
too. No,
yeah.
people actually do that.
And that all it does is just give you like some more leeway and more time to get everything ready.
Yeah.
Which I don't know like what the right answer or the right way to go about it is. But no, I don't think it's like annoying. It's just
Yeah.
like, hey, shit, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Because I remember
uh,
it almost creates like an unrealistic expectation,
Right.
Because
And-
I feel like a lot of I don't like to call them that, but like in business terms, we call them micro influencers.
Micromanagers.
Micro influencers. So like
Small accounts.
smaller accounts, like they
big
want their
accounts.
shit back, like fucking that.
But
But it's like I don't know.
wait, what's a micro influencer?
so
Like
say
someone that's
under
like
80K.
Yeah.
oh,
Say like-
that's the actual term.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
micro. I don't know if 80K
Oh,
is the number,
shit.
but like
Yeah.
Damn.
So basically,
It's like smaller-
micro influencer just means like a
smaller, big
influencer.
following.
Damn.
Yeah. I think part of it too is like they put a lot of pressure. I remember when I first moved down here, I would be at Corrupted every Saturday.
Do say.
I'm like, these motherfuckers are uploading. I'm gonna upload my shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be everybody. And at the time, I didn't have a good laptop, so I was literally driving home 30 minutes and
Yeah.
then putting
Putting in
I'm
the desktop.
Putting a
sitting
timer on
down,
that
the
thing.
car's already in. The computer's on. We going, bro. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But I just, like I said, I feel like you can put so much more effort and like style and quality the more time you have. You know what I'm saying?
For context, whenever you mention that, like they be sitting at the gym editing that shit, like literally. So
Literally at the gym.
the way that we work at Corrupted and Better, mostly it's really Corrupted to be honest with you, since like we train and shit. We'll work out and like they all have their laptops, they all have their editing equipment, all that shit. We work. I feel like even mid workout. Like I'll do like my top single or some shit like that. It's like, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and upload this and send it to you.
I'm gonna get the single to you real quick.
I'm gonna get you the single right now. Go ahead. Like, do you have a top back down set that you plan on? I'm like, nah, you got it, bro. Like the rest of my workout's capped. Just go ahead and go upload that shit. And like by the time I get to the middle of my workout, I already have the video that I'm gonna post.
Right.
And like we go back to shooting.
Yeah, then we just go back to shooting. So then we get into like actually editing the content out. When we were big on TikTok, or we were like doing the TikTok content, trying to push that more, I would literally do like a whole fucking workout, voiceover, all that type of shit. Doohan would sit down for maybe like 30 minutes, 20 minutes or so, and have like 5 different reels ready to go.
All within like 3 hours of like you working out, workouts
unrealistic.
Done, me.
Yeah, like it's unrealistic for sure. Because I would be like on my way back home, and it's like I have like videos are just constantly being uploaded to the thing, and I have like the next content for the next like 3 days or so.
I think
not normal.
I think part of it like what else you have going on in life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for example, he does this full time. Now he has a kid. Like how much is that going to change? Like is Melanie going to be like, oh, now you go, bro, just sit at the gym for 2 more hours and edit that content? You know what I'm saying? I think that was always my thing is like, bro, like I got a kid sitting waiting for me at home, bro. Like damn. But I mean, I definitely get it. Like we gotta get this shit rolling. You know
it's crazy. I just feel like that's just a testament to y'all's work ethic in general. But what do you guys think about the work ethic of the videographers coming up? Because we recently had, shout out to Ben. I don't know if he listens to this very consistently, but
he better.
There's like this young kid. What is he, like 18 now?
Yeah,
19?
Just graduated high school.
Ben.
Yeah, literally just graduated high school, y'all. And he came down to Corrupted from South Dakota, right? He came down to Corrupted for about like a month or so. Mind you, just got out of high school. He had a camera and vibes. And he would pull up to Corrupted for like hours. He would pull up to Corrupted like before anyone else. Actually.
No, all day.
Yeah,
he was
like
there
every
all
single
day.
day. He was there at like what, like 8 a.m.
8, 9,
waiting for people to come in just to shoot, and he would do that for free. So in general, what do you guys think about like the overall work ethic of videographers, and do you think that the quality is there?
I feel like the sample size is still too. I hate saying sample size, but like basically like the overall like population of like the videographers right now is still pretty young. I still think it's still like 2 to 3 years in. It's like some may be like above average compared to the rest, and like I've seen that. And then like there's still some that like I feel like it's just the mentality of how you see like the level of work you're at. It's like you're just creating just to create, or are you creating just to like push yourself basically, right? And there's obviously like people who are there like just like they're just chilling, like working and whatnot, and then like you see like those few handfuls that like excel and like stand themselves above the rest. Like for example, like Sutran and whatnot. Like he literally popped out of nowhere. Joey,
he's tough.
Yeah, him, Joey.
That's what it's like. Oh, he's just tough as fuck, yo. That he get busy.
Yeah. See, that's how it is. It's like you recognize like this motherfucker really like that for real. You know what I'm saying? There's some people it's just like yeah, you're doing your thing, bro. But there's some people like they'll pop on the scene. I guess like anything. Like there's influencers, there's football players, there's basketball players. You know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be people that pop in and it's like, all right, you got it, bro. You just doing your thing for real. You know what I'm saying? And then there's some people that just take more time.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a whole different take because I just
okay.
All right.
So like my thing with videographers, I think it's still young, like how Ann said, but I think some people like just create to create. I think like videographers nowadays kind of like get too entitled and like too in their heads very quick.
Very quick.
Very, very quick. Because they're shooting for all these people, they're shooting for all these like influencers,
they know all
and
these
even
people.
like they know all these people. Like like how you said you had that guy that like said like, oh, I don't shoot with when someone that has so and so followers,
right?
Like that's insane. To me.
That's a funny. It's funny.
Like even if you said that, I'd be like, damn, bro. Like I guess you like that.
I could never imagine myself like saying that, bro. I'd be at the gym just shooting like members,
Right?
Yeah.
And like they'll hit me like, oh, bro, like can you send me that? And I'm like, yeah, like I got you.
Right,
Like
I
what's
got
your
you. I'm not
IG? Like
tripping.
I'll literally put this in the drive. I'll send it to you, bro. Because I'm like, I'm doing this shit for fun.
Right.
Like
I
it's a
enjoy
business.
doing this.
Yeah, I get paid and I'm doing it full time. But like at the pinpoint of it, like it's for fun. Like it's a passion. And like no matter what, like I'm sharing my passion with just whoever. Like no matter what your following is, like no matter like who you are. So I think like we have a great kind of community building with videographers here, but just it all depends on like who you're around. Because like Izzy and they're around like us. We're very hardworking. We have standards, like
Facts.
but also like we don't kind of like I feel like I embody you guys to just be your very best because I know that you guys can be your very best.
Yeah.
You know, like whenever I come to you guys to like give you guys like critique or like any just advice, like it's from a heart of like, I know your potential and I know how to get you there. So this is what I'm doing to get you there.
Facts.
And just, you know, kind of just giving them advice and giving them like the great guide to just being a great videographer and not letting them get too much in their head of like, oh, like I shoot for Russell Orhe, so I should up my rates to like 5 racks. Like no one's fucking paying you 5 racks for a fucking for a goddamn like single, buddy. Like that's not it's not happening. So like it's a great community that we're building, but I think videographers need to be better in who they're having in their circles because like a lot of them are like just too in their heads like too fast.
I could agree with that.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
That's so interesting to hear from y'all's perspective because like I don't like I'm not
Be in
like
there.
in those
Yeah.
conversations or like in those situations. So it's like, yeah, shit, man. I just shot this dude. He only had 300 followers, so it's whatever. Like I feel like if you think like that, you're like you guys are the artist, right? So like anything that you put out is going to
Attached to your name.
yeah, it's gonna be attached to your name. Like
And
I'm
how
thinking,
you treat people is
yeah,
attached to
I'm
you.
thinking of you guys like a director, right? So like a Quentin Tarantino might work with us of the no name person, but you're gonna expect greatness because it's Quentin Tarantino. Like you're not really gonna be focused on the no name, if that makes sense.
And that's what I always think about. And that's what, like, too many people are caught up in, like, I'm shooting for Instagram.
yeah,
Like, I always think of, like, damn, I'm shooting with this 16-year-old kid. He's about to take these pictures and show his mom. And if these shits are ass, his mom gonna know if they ass. She don't care who shot them in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What were you doing for 2 hours?
right? Why did you pay him X? Like,
Yeah, I think
know what I'm saying?
I think a good way for young videographers or people that want to help like someone get to a certain place, it should be like it's not I'm shooting a superstar or I'm shooting a someone with a lot of followers. It's like no, like I'm going to help build this guy into a superstar. I think when you have that mentality, it's almost like well, once again, you guys are like big directors. You guys are like almost producers, A&Rs, or people that are going to help people get into position. And it's like if you play your role, like y'all can make a motherfucker look amazing, or you make him look like shit,
trash.
Yeah,
Right.
So it's like that's a lot of responsibility in y'all's hands. And if you guys are thinking like, no, I'm that guy. Like the way I'm finna make this motherfucker look, like trust, like no one's
I
finna
got
make
you,
him look
bro. I
like
know
that.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that if a lot of people take that approach, it'll just help naturally with the content because it's gonna make you push yourself that much harder.
Right.
Versus just like being focused on wanting to shoot. Oh, I'm gonna shoot Christian Guzman. Like, you know, all right, bro. But are you gonna give like? Are you big because you shoot Christian Guzman, or are you big because like you're really that motherfucker?
people really fuck with the
camera?
content.
Yeah. I think there's like sometimes whenever like a profession kind of explodes, it's almost like you want to be the superstar without putting in superstar work or having superstar content. And those lines get kind of blurred sometimes.
And I think that goes back to you asking about like the BTS and the stuff like that, like posting our own content. I like think of this a lot because I do post a lot of like my own content, BTS, pictures, reels that I've shot, whatever it might be. Like I post a lot of content on my page. I always try to remind myself, like, never let this get in the way, or not even in the way. Like, I'm not going to post my shit before people have what they need. You know what I'm saying? And then it, like, never blurs that line. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, like, shit, nigga, I just got done with this shoot. I'm going to go post my BTS. You going to get your video tomorrow.
Stalking your shit,
that
man.
shit, I mean, like, I wouldn't look at it any sort of type of way, but it'd be funny, like, you just shot with someone and, like, they upload a whole, because, like, y'all post all y'all BTS and shit. Y'all upload y'all BTS and shit. It's like, I'll be looking at it and be like, fuck, man, like, where's my shit?
See, that's
at?
why I like. That's why I said I was like moving slow on like, oh, I'm gonna bring this photographer with me to shoot my BTS, because like, all right, bro, you uploading pictures. That mean he already edited your shit, or you edited them. Where mine? You know, or like the client would look at me like that, like, where's mine? You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I'm just like, bro, like, it's a slippery slope when you post your own content as well.
Yeah. So I was wondering, like, as we were having that conversation, bringing up someone like Christian Guzman, someone that's like a big time influencer. Have you guys ever run across like a piece of shit? Like,
all the time.
Yeah.
100%.
you don't have to say no names, or maybe you can even like discuss a story from some other shit. But, like, what's like some of y'all's like worst moments? Because I've met some piece of shit influencers, like, or just like people in general,
Right?
And I'm like, damn, how is it working with this motherfucker? Right. Because like, I don't know. Yeah.
That's why you gotta do discovery calls. So like,
Do what?
Discovery calls. Like back in the day, discovery calls are like basically. So now how I approach like freelancing, whenever like someone like hits me, I always like kind of like get a gauge of like what they're like wanting done, and then I offer them like a 5 to like 10 minute like just business call to like just like have an icebreaker, build a relationship, and then kind of just make them feel like listened and like heard. You know, I always want to make my clients like, no matter who I'm shooting, like make them feel like whatever their vision is like I care about like bringing that to life.
Yeah.
So that's something that, like I do now that I didn't do back then, and this is a reason why. Because remember back at Outfleet, like the old Outfleet, there was like that like dickhead that was like strong as shit.
Oh, wait, are you talking about the football player guy?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So like
he was strong.
I mean, for like not knowing anything about powerlifting.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking
Russ,
about?
like, hold on, bro. You can't say shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Bro picked up.
Yeah,
Bro
I
picked
did
up.
pick
I
up,
didn't.
yeah.
I wanted to go to like too
you're
detail,
good.
but anyways, so yeah, I got hit through a DM, and then you know, just hey, like, can you shoot me, whatever, how much you charge, and then you know we booked a shoot. Got to the shoot. I know nothing about this guy. I've never met him. I've never seen him. I've never talked to him. I'm shooting with this guy, and this guy's just like obnoxious, like rude, and just like a fucking like just dickhead. Like he's talking to me about like girls at the gym, like talking to me about like,
a world,
bro,
bro.
like, oh, like, hey man, like you see old girl over there? And I'm like, yeah, bro, that's a fatty, man. Like that's.
I'm like, bro.
And I'm just like, yeah, that's sick, man. Like, so like, can you hit your set? Like, I just felt like uncomfortable, like, like throughout like the whole like session. So just off of that, like, make sure you meet and just know like who you're getting into a shoot with, because, you know, some things just shouldn't be done for money, man.
Right.
Yeah, I can go anywhere else to get, you know, $100. Like I don't need $100 like shoot, which is something I'll never charge again for like a video shoot.
He said, for the record, don't hit my DM for the
That's
100.
not my price.
That is not my price.
What about you, Ant? Any bad situations?
Nah, like
Yeah, you're still so young
like
in the.
yeah, I'm just chill.
Yeah, Ant's pretty chill.
I'm like NPC chilling. It's just like I just go with the flow is.
He like, bro, don't say
Like
shit, bro.
I'm just doing me, and I'm working pretty hard, and I'm just like I'm gonna just mind my
I
own
respect it
business.
though.
Yeah.
That's another good way to just go about it, bro. Like,
Yeah,
just handle your shit, and like anything that come at you is just like,
just
bro,
work hard, man.
Right, I'm just working, bro.
Oh yeah, no go.
No, I don't think I've had. I would say I have like a good like radar of people.
Yeah,
Where it's like,
kind of read them.
Like, bro, I'm not finna shoot with you.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm finna pull up to Alpha Land tomorrow for this shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even finna hit you back, or you know what I'm saying? Like that. I just feel like I have a good radar to where I've never had like those uncomfortable or like weird interactions.
Yeah. How do you guys approach shoots with women? Because it's almost like a twofold question. Because I don't know how much content you guys have done, like where it's like a lot more intimate. Because I mean, a lot of girls like to do, you know, like the super sexual, lingerie shots or anything like that. So like,
I've never done those.
I had an
never done
offer.
those?
The whole table.
I've never done those, and like I'll never start. It's
You'll
so
never start?
I'll never start.
Why?
It's just like
Slippery slope.
I never did that back then, so like why should I now? I think like
what if a girl's offering you a fat bag?
no, I mean then I'll do it. But my thing is, like I'll do it. I'll do it.
I wish I
My
was
thing
focused like you,
like
bro.
back
Holy
then,
shit.
like I knew some people in like the photography videography game that never fucking did lingerie or like whatever, and they were in relationships.
Yes,
The second they got out of their relationships,
crazy.
respectfully,
they
they just started doing that shit. And so like just off of that, I'm like, yeah, man, it's just not my cup of tea. To, like,
It's like
do.
walking on thin
Unless
ice,
I get
yeah.
a fat bag for it, then you know,
It's like what?
It's like walking on thin ice, kind
Walking
of.
on thin
It's
ice?
like you just want like it's like business, yes, and it's just like as a guy, it's just like okay, like this is business, and like I just put that to the side.
Yeah.
Also, like, if you've never shot that before, why are you getting approached with that kind of content? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not,
like
not saying that you're doing anything wrong, but like, what is, like I said, it's just a fine line, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Brent shoots that kind of content. Like,
Brent.
light skin dude from the gym. He goes in the morning, so you might not know him. Shout out Brent.
Does he the guy that had blonde hair?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I
He
saw
shoots
him
that,
today.
and I was
He
like, yeah,
shoots
bro,
that.
like you
Yeah.
got that.
Really? He
And he was
does?
like, it takes like a certain type of person.
Certain type of person. I was gonna say because I would imagine you'd have to like do extra work to make him feel more comfortable,
Right.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Because you're a dude and like you're like in a very vulnerable
Yeah, but it's like having that portfolio, like it kind of like gives women more, just makes them more comfortable to like approach like whoever shoots that
does that kind of shit.
Versus like us, like I've never shot that, so I'm not expecting like a girl to like hit me like, hey, like, are you down to just like some lingerie? Like I would feel like fishy about it because I'd be like, I've never in my life shot that. I've never like I don't shoot that. Like what's up?
You've never seen nothing. Yeah.
So like, what if you guys? Okay, so what if you guys got offered a bag to shoot that? How would you? Because everyone here is wiped up except for Ant. How'd that conversation go? Like, is that something that
it depends what kind of bag we looking at, bro?
She's about to come downstairs right now. She's like,
you can come downstairs. No, but for me, it's like there's no right price that I would do like the crazy shit in the world. Like I'm not shooting any and everything. It'd have to be very clear guidelines. Obviously, I would talk to my girl about it, figure it out, and then it's like either we finna do this shit or we not, and like this is exactly how it's gonna go. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the second some shit goes wrong, I'm gone. I'm formatting this card. I'm in the car.
I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here.
Nah, I mean with me and Mel, like I always tell her like any shoot that I'm doing, like I always like talk to her. She's aware of like everything that I'm doing. Mm-hmm. So if I got like a fat bag for it, like that's the conversation I'm having with her. If she's comfortable with it, for sure. Because like right now, like she's like. Basically we're wifed up. Like we're about to have a kid. Like the money's coming in. If it's a fat bag, she'll look at that and be like, "It's a fat bag. I'll be present. Like, let's get that bag." You know. So it's like, as long as she's comfortable and she's like cool with it, like, because I mean I've shot with girls before, so my thing is just you just gotta make them comfortable. You just don't gotta be a creep. I always ask them like beforehand, like, oh, like, is there any type of shot that you just feel uncomfortable like doing? Like what's your preferred like face side, left or right, just stuff like that. Like what are your insecurities that you don't want me to like exploit, right? And just make them feel comfortable. Just off of that, like you can show them that like one, you care, and two, you're just trying to give them like the best quality content that you can. But yeah, that'd be my take. I can't.
How do you guys feel when people don't tag you when you take a picture?
I don't care.
You don't care?
Yeah,
now I don't care.
It's like whatever.
I still don't care. I'm still new. Bro. It's like I always tell people, especially like if it's paid work, you don't pay me to also shout me out. Yeah, if you want to shout out or like tag whatever it is, like it's much appreciated always. Mm-hmm. I'm never gonna be like, damn, bro, you ain't tagged me in the last post. You know? I'll comment that on some people's stuff, like being funny. Like for example, if I shoot something for Corrupted, somebody post it, I'm not gonna be like, damn, bro, why you ain't tagged me? Yeah. But if it's like one of the homies, I'll tag like, damn, bro, fuck up my picture credit hunt. You know what I'm saying? People used to do that back in the day. Yeah.
No, I always wondered about that because I personally like. I want to give credit to the people that take the picture, so I always tag y'all. Like I think like everyone in
you've always been good about it.
Yeah, I think everyone in Corrupted does that, or like in our ecosystem. Mm-hmm. But I definitely know like big influencers, they will not give
no type of love,
like no type of love, nothing. So it's just like,
especially like I said, especially if it's paid, bro. Like you paid for the content, you didn't pay to give me a shout out.
Yeah, I don't need that. You got the content. It's fire content. You posted it. Like I'm not expecting a shout out.
If somebody wants to find who shot that, they're gonna find out. You know
they'll ask. They'll be like, hey, like yo, who shot that? Oh, so and so shot that. Boom. Exactly. But like I'm not gonna cry myself to sleep just over a tag.
Yeah,
like,
bro, I don't give me the in the mention. You only tag me in the photo.
Especially like I see sometimes like there'll be like comments where like it's like randoms like oh, give support to like so and so. It's like, bro, like you're doing too much. It's not that. Like it's not that deep.
Yeah,
it's funny because like I saw like Drewski had a show, and then some kid with like a camera came and like shot it. And then Drewski posted his picture.
Oh, I remember. I seen that.
But it's like the kid got mad and then he made it like a big thing. I think it went like a little viral, and like people were just like gunning for Drewski, like you don't show support to like creators, this and that. And then like the actual story like came out, and it's like, bro, like you just look dumb. Right. Like you went to his show, you paid to go to his show, you just shot him some shit, you sent it to him willingly.
Right.
He saw it, he grabbed it, he posted it, he liked it. He's not entitled to post you.
Right.
Yeah.
Would it have been a nice gesture? Yeah, sure. But like I'm not expecting, if they're gonna if someone in his circle like, yo, like who whatever, like he'll like send him his shit and like whatever, but like it's not that deep.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked though, because I feel like from my perspective, it's almost a way to like kind of like keep
boosting.
Nah, it's like you don't want to give like free promo type shit. Like you'll take the concept, but you don't want to give free promo.
Oh yeah, fact.
Like I'm speaking from Drewski's side, like, because damn, like what a shout out would do for the kid. Like, it'll give him like it'll make that kid's day.
Yeah,
like,
but that's just how you move.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like there's some people that's just like, bro, you took the photo. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like,
Nah, yeah, I'm not rolling with that. I mean, I've always been like, yo, if it was good enough for me to post, that means like I think that you're really good. So I'm gonna shout you out. I'm like, yo, this is the motherfucker that took this picture, and at the very least, he gave it to you for free. You know what I mean? That's from my perspective as an influencer.
also, like, I had someone ask me, "Oh, should I send these people these pictures? When I send them, should I ask them, or should I say in the email, only post these if you're gonna tag me?" And I'm like, bro, like,
No, that's
to me that just shows like you're shooting for the wrong reason.
Yeah,
Like you already shot the pictures, you already edited them.
Yeah,
So stingy.
There's also a certain way to go about things.
Yeah.
Like that shit alone, which is like, I feel like
I won't even open that.
yeah,
folder.
I'm super. Like, I feel like I'm super. I'm super gracious. I'm fair. I'm super gracious. But just even seeing that, I think just the way my mind works, I'll be like, well, I'm not posting this shit.
Right.
Then
You not even
I'll probably
Shit,
like the
I'm
pictures
opening
too.
it. I'm gonna make sure it says red.
Right.
I'll block
Yeah.
you, and then boom.
I don't know. That's something so weird about me. But like, had you not said anything, I was gonna post that shit and tag you too.
and tag you, right?
Yeah.
Now you want to add Goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're a good person overall. Like you have a good heart, so you always try like just go the extra mile to like show creators and like just love. Because I feel like, I mean, you know, at heart, like you're a creator yourself, so like you know what that is. Just giving someone like a good look. But I guess like the moral of like everything is like you just can't waste your time like
Dwelling on the past.
being mad over like just dwelling on just being tagged.
What if you took a picture of Messi and he posted it?
Bro, he posted it. That's all I want.
Okay.
People would be like, bro,
Yeah.
I'll literally print that picture, have it in my wall, and then everyone will just be like, he posted that.
Bro has lived the
I seen it
top
on
I'll
Instagram,
screenshot the post actually, and like just have it like in my
Print that.
wall.
Yeah.
Like he's not, and also it's like, bro, that's fucking messy. He has like 452 million like followers.
Yeah.
Like he's not gonna go. Damn, I knew that shit off the top of my head.
I was like, does he for real?
I think so. Yeah.
452 is crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Check
look it
that.
up.
Check that.
I'm gonna
that.
see.
But if he posted my picture without a tag,
That's good enough.
I'm screenshotting that. I'm posting it. I'm saving that SD card. Not ever formatting it because I have proof. I got
Bro,
proof.
This is
even
mine.
1%.
480 million. Maybe it jumped up another.
It probably
30 million.
jumped up. Yeah,
After
last
he
time I
hit that
checked
goal.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I'm not expecting a tag from like anyone. I'll take any picture, whatever. If someone posts it,
Cool.
that's like a celebrity, or whatever. That's fucking dope. That's like a
Claim to fame.
That's a story
Right.
to like talk about. You know,
Yeah.
like yo, Messi posted me once. You know, so that's
Who's the
just my
celebrity
take.
that you guys would want to work with?
Messi.
Or like Messi for sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure, 100%.
What about you, Ant?
Is this like some weird niche? Like it's like esports. So like I would want to shoot for like a esports team. Like shoot doc.
Really? How would you like edit the
So-
footage or like?
So how they handle it's like an NBA type of documentary. It's literally the same thing because it's like they compete
Oh, yeah.
live in the stadium. So like basically it's like live B-roll, and then you have like B-roll of the game going on with the commentators in the back like yelling and shit, going crazy.
Yeah, you got like gamers in like a booth.
Yeah,
so
and you're just telling a story and shit. So
Oh
like,
shit!
yeah.
I
getting
didn't
the
know that.
reactions
This is
would be dope.
Yeah, I'm a gamer at heart, guys.
I think mine would have to be like an athlete, probably like LeBron, like Giannis.
LeBron's so
Could you
funny.
imagine?
I know, right?
LeBron James.
And like Giannis has like we had somebody who grew up with us. It's like our brother. He lived with us when he was in high school and shit, and he shot for Giannis the year after they won the championship because he shoots in Milwaukee. And he was just like a part of the whole like and I was like, bro, that shit's insane.
That's
like,
so dope. Could you imagine like shooting? Because it's so crazy now because NBA players have like videographers, like
Right.
personal videographers. I've seen
Dono
on
got
TikTok,
YouTube.
yeah, they're like, yeah, bro, they have like full YouTube
Yeah.
of themselves, and it's
They
like
need to.
they'll be
Hit my
like, there's like this one guy, he shoots for like some like, bro, it's like not even like I'm sure he's like the 15th man or some shit, I don't know. But he's like, this is my day in the life of
Oh,
shooting
yeah.
for X, Y, and Z of the Boston Celtics. And he goes through his whole day.
seen him.
He literally
That black
lives.
dude?
Yeah. No, he was like some white dude.
Okay, I guess.
And he like literally lives with the athlete. He goes through his whole day and
That's
he
just
takes
insane.
pictures and videos. And like, that's his life.
There's some
Yeah.
dude.
He's
I've
kinda
seen a lot of
fun,
stories like that, which is like super dope.
Would y'all do that? Live with like, I mean,
It's different when you have a kid, bro.
yeah,
and a girl,
it's
like
kind of different. Maybe when y'all are
Yeah.
like up hustling,
yeah.
like early, you would live like with
if
an
I was
athlete and shoot.
hustling and like at the time I didn't have a girl or something, like hell yeah.
Yeah.
And part of it is like you just gotta do what you gotta do at
you
that
gotta do what you
time.
gotta
Like you don't know what that situation looks like. Like it might be like, hey bro, we grinding right now. If we hit XYZ, then I'm gonna take care of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
they'll be like, all right, fuck it. Like let's. It's like when people go on tour with like companies or like bands
okay.
and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like to me, that's what it's like.
Yeah, but in the heart of that, like, you're a business, so like they're like contracting you to like just handle their socials as a business. So like yeah, like you're a videographer and like everything, but like you're coming to them like first and foremost like as a business. But I think also with like the shift of social media, like there's just been an influx of like also like NBA, MLB, and just like sports like creators in their media team like taking in a BTS and like more like social influencing like approach too. I've never like seen that. Like I follow like this one person. She works for like the media team for the Houston Rockets.
Oh shit.
And like I'm literally seeing firsthand like how people like shoot and like get content for like Houston Rockets like players, and I'm like,
I've never seen
you were never able to like see like BTS like this like back then. But now we're able to like see that. There's I think his name's like BFR something. He shoots for the Lakers.
Oh yeah.
And like he shoots like concerts. And like you're seeing like behind the scenes of like him shooting, him like knowing all these players and like whatever. And I'm just like that's fucking cool.
Right.
And like now I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, like we could ask creators like shoot fucking like NBA teams and like MLB teams or like soccer teams. Like it's insane.
Yeah, there's just like this one guy. He's on TikTok. I follow him on TikTok. I think he has a YouTube and everything. He's like Filipino.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, he's like directed so many music videos and shit, and like done like a lot.
His name's
of,
like Adrian, I think.
yeah, something like that. His videos are
probably
always
seen it
like
before.
engaging and shit, and he's dominating like the TikTok space because he's used to like editing like real shit. And he's like, he'll be like, "This is how you get this shot," or "This is like," he's like, "There's like rules to like how they approach their content, like." You gotta make like a triangle, and it just helps with the like. It's weird, like weird shit. It helps with the eyes and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, rule of thirds. Yeah.
So, is there anything like that you guys like baseline have when it comes to taking pictures, like structure wise? You're like, we need X, Y, and Z here, or anything of that nature.
Honestly, like making sure like your shots are like at least like straight and making sure like nothing like this. Like, no, literally, it's like
It's funny
some
where-
people actually like shoot their stuff diagonal and like
Oh, okay.
it just throws
It's
the photo.
something simple, but something that people can fuck up easily.
Like fundamentals go a long way
That's
with
what I
like
was gonna say.
Nah, people
Like you
fuck
said,
up
it's so
fundamentals.
simple, bro. Like take a photo straight. Make sure the level on your camera is showing green. Like so simple, but like you can tell when people don't.
Yeah, it's funny because like when I think about it, there's like little things like turning the camera upside down to create like a different vibe for it, or like you said, holding the camera straight. Because like low key, like even like if I take a picture like this, like I'm sure y'all's eyes can see it's like tilted,
Right.
Bro,
a little bit.
This little
Russ
part
can take
yeah,
a good
little bit
photo,
that way.
bro.
Yeah, this little part. So you just want to kind of like slightly push it here, and it's always funny seeing you guys work because like. The people that are watching, they see like this immaculate like edit shit,
Or
but like the
nitpicky.
BTS of that is like y'all crouched down and doing like these.
Oh my God.
I think one of the funniest things is like the memes that we have with Doohan, like he goes
like
like every shot, it's like almost like you're like sweeping a broom and kind of like throwing it away.
Yeah.
But it's like that's the shit that goes into like piecing each
Yeah.
clip together, where like you always have that out of being able to like do that transition.
there's this one time where like I regret not taking BTS for is whenever I was shooting for Sean's or Weeze's promo of 110, and like I was running sprints.
I remember you doing that.
I was running sprints. I'm just like, and like Sean was just squatting. And I'm like, yo, Sean, like, what you think of me like sprinting like right across of you and stuff for shots? He was just like, bro, like I almost started giggling midway squat. I'm like, bro, thank God. But yeah, it was kind of funny. But like if you watch the video, you can see like dynamic shots. But the way I went about those shots, I ran with the camera. I was doing drills, bro.
Is there any people that? No, I can't ask that question.
I mean,
'cause
you're
don't
probably used to it now, but like, so like, question for you, like, what was your reaction to like the first time seeing
Getting
me
shot.
like doing like that shit?
I mean, you know me. I get it. Like
Do what you
everything.
gotta do.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do to get the shot. Like I don't think you guys realize like there's times where like Doohan's like literally in front of my face and I'm squatting. Like literally, like I shit you not. Like yeah, I'm like like it's in the back of my head that his camera could get fucking shattered. Like there's been times I'm deadlifting and he's like damn near putting the camera under the fucking weight as I'm deadlifting, and I just tell myself like. Just go.
he got
Like
it.
just focus
trust
on the
him.
lifting.
He got it.
Yeah,
He know what he's
focus on the
doing.
lifting, and he's gonna focus on keeping his camera equipment safe.
Right.
But like a lot of the times, like you guys don't realize how close.
Yeah.
Like the viewers, like they don't realize how close you guys are getting those shots, and then also it just looks kind of wild.
It looks
But-
insane.
Yeah, but I mean, like I'm very tunnel vision, so like I ignore it, and I'm just like whatever you got to do to get that shot, I don't care as long as like you don't impede my progress of like lifting,
yeah.
I don't give a fuck. But
Cross the L, man.
Have you ever done that?
What?
Like impeded, like someone doing like a chest press, and you're like,
No, I'm pretty good about like being out the way and like not being like. There was this one time like I shot for someone and like he literally said to me like after it's like, bro, like I don't know when the fuck, because he saw like the after video, like the video that I finished editing and everything, and there was like a few shots where I was like, and he was like, I don't even know when the fuck he took that, because like at the end of the day, like I just try to be like a ninja almost, like sometimes we're like up in your face, but like also like we're both like locked in. I'll literally be like this close in your face, but like you're just as serious as like I am. Like I'm just like just like locked in. So I think it's just over time too. Like we just got used to it. I didn't know how absurd it looked until like
It's
crazy. And so other people started like kind of
yeah. I think Ann was like the first one that like started like making memes about it.
Yeah.
And then I saw it and I was just like, wow, that looks insane.
Yeah.
But like on camera.
Yeah, on camera looks great. It just took someone from the outside perspective to be like, yo, what I'm watching.
I just record Doohan from like I'm working out and he's filming. I'm like, look at this
If
guy.
only he knew he looked like this.
How do you guys deal with people that, because I mean, I've heard it from you guys. When you're filming someone and like you just can't, like they're not
giving.
Yeah, they're not
it's
giving.
not giving.
They're not like,
I hate saying that.
almost you have to like pull that shit out of them.
I feel like
because there's some people that are just awkward as fuck on camera. Like they could be cool as fuck in person, and then the camera turns on, and they just cannot talk.
Like, it depends on what it is, right? So like if it's talking, then like you might have to like direct and like them, and like if it's a model, then like they're a model. Like if they know how to model, to make my job easier. But like if they don't know how to model, then like I have to give them cues, I have to hype them up and whatnot. And then like if they're like an athlete or like a talent, basically like they'll do their thing, and like our job is to make them look good, right? So like at the end of the day, it just comes down to us and like how we go about it.
That's why I always tell people, like, when I shoot for the first time with someone, I'm like, bro, or girl, normally, bro, like, just act like I'm not here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I always tell people, act like I'm not here. If you want to talk, I'm willing to talk. If you want to put your headphones in and do your thing, like, perfect.
Yeah.
I won't say words to you.
Yeah.
I might ask for some stuff in between sets or, like, after you're done with the workout to add to the video to make it flow. But, like, act like I'm not here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my biggest pet peeve is whenever like I'm shooting like a fitness video and then like we get to the location we're about to shoot and they go, so like what should I do? And I'm just like, I mean, you lift, right? Like I thought like,
you
that's
brought me here.
Like,
What should I do?
You brought me. So like yeah, like as a fitness videographer mainly, like if I get hit up to do like a fitness shoot, I'm just like, hey man, just do your workout, you know?
Wasn't you planning on working out today?
Just do your workout, do whatever you're supposed to do, and then I'll just make it look fire. But when like that's being asked and like that's the approach that we got to take, it's just like, well, I mean, you know, try and squat, do some shoulder presses, but like just off of that, I already know that they're gonna be awkward because like they're you know, it's just like a different
They're worried
mindset.
about their
Like, they're not like here to train and like just get it captured. They're here to like do something to be captured.
Right.
So it's just it's a different approach, and like off of that, like it's just like I mean, it's gonna be an awkward video from like their end, but I'm gonna just do what I can, just make a
like. I can only do what you give me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't make you squat 700 pounds. If you only got 3 plates on the bar, that's what I gotta do.
You can be mad at the video for like how you looked, but you can never be mad at me for how I made it look. Because I'm going to bring my quality and my A game to the video. But if you were just awkward and you were just shy and
I can't
don't look good on camera, like I can't edit talent, man. Like I can't, you know, like just it's just a fair game.
Have you guys ever had a Photoshop? Anybody?
No.
I try not. I don't know. Like I meant to frame the question as like, shoot. It's like I try not to in terms of like if there's something in the background, right? Like you can say you can Photoshop something like out of the background, but like there's like a thin ice now where like like you're getting exposed because like you're pulling someone's muscles out to make them look bigger and stuff. And I'm like, bro, there's literally a water bottle on the ground. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to take it out, bro. Like, please leave me be.
Nah, my principle with Photoshop is like I only Photoshop like acne out. Like stuff that's not supposed to be there. If it's like a mole or like a birthmark or something, I'll leave that shit there. But if it's like acne or just something, pimple back, like I mean,
I'm trying to help them out the best I can.
No, honestly, bro, if I'm when I was shooting like a bodybuilder and like I got like back shot, pause.
Hey, yo.
But like that shit was like acne. Like I'm like, hey man, that's your fault. I'm not going there and like taking each and every single fucking out.
Yeah.
But like if it's like a face acne, like one pimple, whatever, I'll take that out. But like as far as like photoshopping too much, like I'm not doing all that.
I think that's like a
Moral
different
ground.
type of shooting too. Like one of my dad's friends, she does like real estate brokers, like headshots.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
like,
yeah,
she's like,
yeah.
I'm on Photoshop for like 8 hours, and I'm like, I don't think I ever got on Photoshop for like 8 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like completely different. You know,
Because
what
they
I'm saying?
gotta like soften the skin,
Right,
make
make
it
the skin
look
look
good,
perfect,
like
yeah.
take out the freckles
And
and
I'm
all
like,
that.
hey.
But I mean, off of that, like that to me is like a 8-minute process. Because I've done that before,
Right.
but never to like where I've had to sit there for like 5 hours and do it. Because that's insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. What do you guys think about working? Like, would you guys work for like a big company like that, like a real estate agent or a real estate agency or something of that nature, where it's like literally there's no
It's like side
creative-
questing.
Yeah, it's like there's no creative elements what you're
Yeah.
doing. It's literally just like formulaic and like we need you to take these headshots and that's it.
Yeah, I think that's a great retainer to have.
Yeah,
It's just like a great, a consistent sort of income because we're quick enough to where we can come in, know what we need to do, get out in like an
Couple
hour,
hour shoot,
2
yeah.
hour tops,
Yeah.
and then like have that done. Especially with like the sander that you and I have like upheld here, like bro, we can get that shit out like in
Yeah,
30
right.
You're
minutes.
just so efficient with it.
You know, and they'll probably be impressed because they've never seen something like that.
Right.
Because
No,
what we
that
do is
fast.
absurd, bro.
Yeah,
and
it
like
is.
whenever I shoot anything that's like not for like us, they're always like, "Oh, like you're done?" Yeah, bro. Like we just shot. I'm like, yeah, I know, but like here you go.
Here
It's
you
like,
go.
oh man, like what the like it's always like a bonus to them. So I think like having real estate and just like stuff like that as a retainer, it's a good source of income.
me personally, I don't think like I could do like a corporate videographer, like be in the office full time to shoot something that I don't enjoy.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to for me is like I'm not gonna shoot a law office just because it can pay me X amount a year.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like I did this because I enjoy it and like I get to shoot stuff with people that I really fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like there's no dollar amount that will make me like switch that up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If I want to work a corporate job, I'll go work and do marketing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I think in an alternate universe is just like if I wasn't here, like the reason why I'm here is to like make something that I'm passionate about
Right,
and like
exactly.
that like tickles the creative like part of my brain. Like if we're talking about in
literally
an
just thought about
alternate
something
universe and like we gotta get shit done to make this work, then like yeah, like you gotta do what you gotta
Right,
do at the end of the
facts,
day, and it's just like. If me right now gets the opportunity, it's just like I could or I wouldn't, but like if like the opportunity comes, it's just like it's up to me,
Yeah,
really.
facts,
Like what part of my life allows that, basically at that point. And yeah, just yeah, it depends on the situation where you're in, basically.
Okay. Yeah. So like, how do you? So I always wanted to ask y'all this question because y'all shoot like fitness content generically, and like fitness is like once you've shot it like a couple times, it's the same shit. I feel like.
And then like going more niche, like powerlifting.
Yeah, and then especially powerlifting where it's
That's
really
what
just
it
squat, bench, and deadlift.
Yeah.
Like,
Shit
it's
get
the
boring.
same shit over and over again. How do you guys find interest in doing that? Because I keep seeing you guys add different elements to the toolbox.
And I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, Doohan can keep putting out the same YouTube video every single time.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just like
Gotta up the game.
one for the viewer and then two for you and three for myself. Like we already done did that shit. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like what can I do that's gonna be timely and during this whole process that can like elevate this.
Yeah.
That's how I try to approach everything. And obviously like some shoots you're not able to do that just because turnaround time or whatever. But like I try to elevate every single piece of content. Like
Oh, yeah.
I want this to be better than what I just shot. I don't want anybody to ever be like, oh damn, bro, you've been doing the same shit
The
for the
same
last
shit,
3 months.
yeah.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's I think that's when I really like got turned like on to Corrupted. Was like
Yeah, me too.
Whoa.
like yeah, I know, right? It was like I seen myself getting better shooting reels and stuff for people, and it was just like it's not going anywhere. Like I'm getting better. I'm adding elements. I'm becoming a better videographer, better photographer, but like there's no end goal in sight. Like I'm just gonna keep getting better at shooting reels every day. Like but like shooting with Corrupted is like, okay, now we have a plan. Like this is what we're gonna shoot, and like you can go on to Instagram and just see it get better. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what I like about it.
Shoot, like, dude, it's crazy. So my first day, so this is a long story, but basically, I'm trying to make it short. But like
Yeah,
my
you
first
good.
day at Corrupted, dude. So you were at Worlds at Sweden, and we had a watch party, and that's when I pulled up for like this.
Oh, that's the first day I met Ant.
Yeah, so this is when I
Like,
met Doohan for
officially.
the first time, right? And like, dude, like I was geeking so hard that day because like I'm basically like a second generation like content creator basically because like like there was y'all, so like there was Doohan, Romel, Nabil, and everyone, and like basically like I was going into the presence of like gods, basically. Like I'm just geeking out. I'm like, hey, like literally I was so awkward that day, and I was just like, I met Doohan. I'm like, hey. I'm like, hey, and Doohan's just like, oh shit, hey, what's up?
That was the single-handedly most awkward interaction I've ever had.
Dude, I'm glad I took that spot. Holy shit.
Like literally, so like so just for context, we're watching, so we had a watch party at Corrupted for Russ's second world championship in Sweden, and then we're just chilling. I'm literally just chilling, like sitting down, and then I just hear like, I don't know if you tapped me or if you said something, but I just feel like, I'm just like, hey. And I'm like, oh, what's up, dude? Like, how are you? He's like, oh, I'm good. Can I get a picture? And I'm like, oh yeah, dude, like let's do it, whatever. And then we took the picture, and then you were trying to get out like something
I was
to
just
say.
like,
So he was trying to like ask me for like advice and like video or like how I got started, whatever. But he just couldn't get it out, and I'm just like watching him just like
oh god,
like stutter and just
I'm
like
better
struggle
now.
like, and I'm just like.
If y'all saw me back then, you're like, what the fuck?
and like 2 years ago versus like now,
it's
fully,
night
night and day,
Night
man.
and
Oh my
But yeah,
god!
like since that day, like I was already like shooting like my friends and stuff, and like the powerlifting team already, and it's just like I was in like a good, like I was seeing the space of like someone that I admire a lot, and then like the space I was in, and then like
Aw.
I didn't even think about the opportunity. I was just like, I was around like the presence of like greatness and like people who are like in this place of like they're making this shit happen, and like no one else was doing that. And I'm like, bro, I want to be here. So like the next day, I literally got a membership, and like that's when I started coming here every single.
Oh
fucking day.
shit! Okay.
Yeah.
And Ant's evolution over the last like year and a half has been crazy.
It's legendary.
Like, like before you couldn't even like talk to like.
No, yeah, I was
people.
so awkward, dude.
Yeah, like but
Bro, grew
over
up
the
for real.
yeah over the course of like working.
Nah,
like,
bro. I wish you met him back then.
Dude, it
Like,
was
nah, it was pretty
insane.
insane. Like if he didn't know you or like have a rapport with you or anything like that, it was impossible. To, like,
Hey,
Be any words.
yeah, it was impossible. But now like. I think it's really cool because we put you in situations where like you had no choice.
y'all
But
put
it's
me
like-
through the ropes. Bro.
Yeah,
There was this one time where like Doohan's like, hey, you want to run the CSRD edit? I'm like, okay. And then he was like, yeah, so can you get in like 3 hours? I'm like, okay, bet. And like I was on overdrive. But it was good. It was good though.
Yeah, there's been situations where like I see it as opportunities to grow because nothing comes from comfort.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll have like big ass. Oh, remember the first influencer we had come through? Or no, the first time I had him like shoot an influencer. I forgot exactly who it was.
I'm trying to think of.
I think it was a girl.
yes.
Yeah, it was a girl. And I was like, Aunt.
You gotta work your wrist.
I was like, Aunt, I need you to go ask her if it's okay if we take pictures of her for the gym page. I'm like, I'm not gonna be there with you. I need you to go in there by yourself.
You got
do
it.
it. I'm not
be
gonna
on a
ask
mission,
her.
bro.
I was like, I'm not gonna ask her. I need you to do it yourself.
Bro said, you got it, bro.
Yeah, and I was like, you got it. I was like, you got it. Like, you got it. But I looked at it as an opportunity because like Aunt is very soft spoken and very chill. And
I have another story. I need to tell you about this later.
and I just needed him to just like, bro, like I'm not gonna be here all the time. Like
Yeah.
there's gonna be times like we're on vacation, or whatever.
Yeah.
We need to be able to rely on you to take care of that. And it's crazy because now it's just like, oh, like hey, I'm Ant. I work with Corrupt
Yeah.
It's okay if I take some pictures.
Bro,
of you.
Gio was like, Aunt, your homework today is every single day you need to find a list of people that you've introduced yourself into and then report back to me. And I'm like, I'm trying to. Bro, shout out Gio, bro. She put me
Shout
through the
out
ropes
Gio.
too. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, no, I think it's important because like it's gonna help you like whenever you graduate from like working in this ecosystem or like if that happens, like you're gonna have so many tools in your box to work with now, like versus just like sitting in this like your comfort zone over
Yeah,
like years. Like now you're your own person. Like I've seen you grow. Like you're able to direct shoots. Same thing with Doohan as well. Like whenever we first started working with like models and shit like that, or before we started working with models, you've now like been able to like you know how to make people comfortable. Where it's like it would be like nonverbal shoots. Now it's like it's like, oh, you look great. Like do that pose, do this. Okay, you look good. And it brings like the confidence out of like the model versus just like shooting. So it's cool to see the growth. And then like Izzy, obviously, like I've seen your content like expand from
Skyrocket.
skyrocket. I remember like at first when we first came down here, you were shooting like 60 FPS.
Everything, bro.
Yeah, everything was 60. And I'm like, it's good, but like
It just ain't hit it.
It's funny because he pulled me to the side and then he literally asked me, he's like, hey man, like, I know you and Izzy like be shooting like the same shit, but like, why does this shit look like that? I'm like, and just off of like looking at him, like, oh, that's 60 FPS. And what are you shooting? Oh, I shoot like in 20. Well, I shoot in like 120, but like I exported like to 24. Then he's like, yeah, just tell him to like do that.
And see, at the time, I was like, I don't know what the fuck that means, bro. Like, I just know this video tough.
Yeah.
I know it could get better. I know it's not the best.
Tough. It'd be tough, but I'm like, it don't look the same.
It's
I'm like,
just not hit, right.
yeah, it don't look the same, but it's good. It's just,
And that's just like I said, that's just how I approach everything, bro. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out. 60 frames, I knew I could slow that shit down.
Yeah.
I didn't even know like you can change the timeline speed. You know what I'm saying? Like after you edit.
Did you know the shutter speed and like?
Yeah, I knew like the rules, but like I always shot it wrong.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Damn.
Fundamentals,
Exactly.
man.
Being in this ecosystem, who's like, have you guys, because I know, I think Jeff was a big one for you, right? Doohan or Ant?
Jeff.
Nippard?
Oh,
Whenever he
like
came through?
okay, yeah.
Yeah, like,
Like
have
who's-
you, yeah,
What's the question?
no, I was gonna ask, like, have you
yeah.
guys ever had like someone come through and you're like, holy shit, this is so and so? Because we've had some pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Not anymore. Like now, it's like
Well, yeah, you're a little bit different because you've just
Yeah.
been around for.
I feel
But
like
it's
the last.
you're a part of that now though. Like if you pulled up to certain gyms, no, I'm just that. Like if you pulled up to certain gyms, motherfucker would be like, bro, Doohan's here. Like that, like you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like different. I feel like
That's
for
so
you.
crazy. Man.
Yeah, I know.
That's gonna be my
it
next
was
question.
crazy. Like Bart Kwan. So like I watched him as a kid.
yeah,
I was in elementary, middle school maybe. I was watching him as a comedian, bro. Like when
Yeah.
he did JK Films.
That's just crazy.
And so whenever like it was like Las Vegas and like I tried to take so whenever I see someone like who's like a big influence in space, like I try to like just stay in my lane, like respect them as a person and like whatever interactions just comes, it's whatever. But like I think he's like probably one of the biggest, if not, yeah, because like he was just influential in my age, and like seeing him in the fitness space, it was just like, whoa, my worlds are colliding right now.
Yeah.
like I'm geeking out. I'm just like, yeah, chill the fuck out.
He came up to me. He's like, "Bro, Bark One, my worlds are colliding." And I'm like, oh, dude,
All right,
great.
bet.
Dude, Vegas or something, bro.
But the last one for me was Nick. Whenever we first shot, like,
Nick.
whenever we first shot, and then I had just quit my
Nick
job,
Oh,
and then
Nick
we
Bear.
went to Austin.
Oh, okay.
So that first, when we went to Austin for that little like meetup that y'all were having, and I actually got to like see him in person, I was like, oh shit, that's Nick Bear, because I knew him from your videos, and then off of that I just followed him, and I mean he's a man of like success, and I just admire everything that he does, especially now because he's like a father.
Yeah.
So like I look up to
Family
him in that respective field now
Yeah.
because I'm about to be a father.
Yeah. Damn, you're about to
Which
be-
is so it's
Literally
like
about to, yeah,
it shifted,
yeah,
man.
like
It shifted
literally,
from
like-
it shifted from me like looking up to him in like a fitness scene to like now like I'm looking up to him in like a fatherhood
Yeah.
scene. You know, so
That's so crazy.
That's dope though. That's like the development of like following
Life.
people. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I think that's the dope part is like you follow these people for
No, yeah.
one thing, but then it like shifts, or you might like
as your life
stop
progresses
messing
and
with
they're-
somebody, and it's like you just progress with people. You know what I'm saying? For me, obviously you were like one of the biggest people like right off the bat. I remember the first time we shot at Corrupted. It was I think you were the only person like in the gym. Maybe there was like one other person. I was like, "Hey, bro, is it cool if I shoot?" And you're like, "Yeah, bro. Like, I'm gonna just work out, so do what you got to do." And I was like, "All right, bet." But like besides that, I would say that's pretty much it. Like I was telling you the other day, it's cool like being in this podcast space because like I meet people like Max and Jeff, and it's like I'm not meeting them as like, oh, I'm just some random dude at the gym. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a different interaction now. Which is like super dope because obviously I used to watch every single one of Max's videos. I still watch every once in a while.
Yeah.
And then like Jeff, I seen like all his stuff too, and it's just like seeing them in person, but like they don't have their guard up. I think that's
Yeah.
what it is,
Oh
you know
yeah.
what I'm
That
saying?
is. Yeah. Because y'all are seeing them like pretty much intimate moments.
Right.
Like we're
Yeah.
talking about shit that we wouldn't put on camera.
Right,
Low
fact.
key.
Like
So it's
literally, like I'm
yeah,
like hard, bro. Like I'm not hearing none of this shit.
that is kind of crazy because you guys are not meeting them as like you're running into them at their
Right.
gym or like their space.
They
It's like
kicking it with their homeboy.
Yeah, like they're literally like being
We're-
put
yeah,
in these
we're there for
situations where
work,
we're
you know?
chopping it up. Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't be like I'm into like athletes and shit.
yeah.
So like that's
so like
not-
James Harden was at Elfland. I was like, damn, that shit
Oh,
crazy.
so
You know what I'm saying?
that's
So like,
tough.
Yeah.
When I
That's
see
different.
shit like that, I'm like, damn, that nigga's out.
Right.
I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I think the only time I've been geeked in the fitness industry, really, I'd say CT Fletcher
yeah.
and then Mike Rashid. Yeah.
Wait, is that the story where?
Yeah, it's the story. I don't want to bring it up, man. He's a changed man. I feel like it's nothing too crazy. It's just CC Fletcher, biker sheet. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, like, Bradley Martin, really early. When I was super early, Bradley was another one. But other than that, nah. Like, I just look at, I don't know.
Yeah, even off of like working with you for like a while. Whenever I first met Bradley, like I wasn't like geeked because I've been working with you for so long. It's just like we're going there as like for a business trip.
Exactly.
And then like you introduced me to Bradley, and like Bradley was like, "Oh, here's your video guy." And then so like I'm meeting them from like a just business and like work relationship. Yeah. So
not just some random kid at the gym.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's almost like you meet them as like equals. Like,
I'm also like
never less
just in the mindset of like I can't be geeking out because that just looks very unprofessional.
It's so weird.
Hey Russ, bro, who your boy? Like,
yeah, like I'm not trying to like I'm looking at it from like I'm not trying to embarrass him. So like I'm not gonna be.
With your boy, he's just like
holding the camera tight as fuck.
Nah, yeah. I now that I think about it, yeah, you guys meet a lot of people like in an intimate setting where like normally like a lot of people wouldn't be able to get that opportunity, or just like they wouldn't get that that look, if that makes sense.
What I got a question for you. What would be like the correct way to meet you in person?
Me?
Yeah, I know. Like
I'm chill, man. I'm not like.
I know you've had some random like off guard weird interactions though, where it's like, all right, bro, like that's not it. But like, just if there's like a perfect way to meet Russ in person.
Nah, I feel like for me, I'm chill. Like, just don't do it in the restroom. I've had a couple of those, and that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel like I understand. Like maybe you want to get that opportunity, or like you just don't think in the moment. But like in the restroom is pretty weird.
Bro, I had to like sit back and realize like whenever like I was watching like everyone like you and like literally everyone that I looked up to in the scene, and I'm just like here, I'm like compared to like here, I'm just like yo, like after Miami I just sat back, I'm like yo, what is going on? Like the reality hit me like from like the past and like leaped up for 4 years, and like I'm showing where like the hit is gonna be at, and I'm like yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that was we were in Miami. I often think about things like that, where like a lot of the times what we do is
it's bigger than we think it is.
Yeah, it's a little humbling. It's more so just like, damn, I didn't know like we have that type of impact in a sense. And it's always a reminder. Like Swole and Cranon, it was like their first real meetup like that. And I was just reiterating to them, I'm like, bro, like people look up to what we're doing, or like it helps them get to a certain point in their life. And you guys do that as well. Like you guys are a big part of that because you guys are capturing those moments. There's like I'm pretty sure you took pictures with people too, Aaron, right?
Yeah,
like,
so
like, oh shit, like it's
that guy who shout out to that guy who recommended that episode. He came up to me too, like saying like I was like a big inspiration for like me, Aaron, Doohan were like, and like all everyone else like in the scene like at Corrupt, they were like a big inspiration for him to like pick up a camera again. And I'm just like, hey, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, and just like sitting there and like just thinking about it, I'm just like, bro, what am I like? I'm making we're making an impact basically, right? And then like Aaron like randomly like the black strip like while we're at by the wall, Aaron literally like put me at the wall, and some dudes like two dudes just came up to me because like they just fucked my work. I was just like, oh shoot, like like the reality hit. I'm like, oh dude, that's
beautiful. How does it feel whenever people come up to you guys and say like, yo, I fuck with your work? Because I've signed some shit before, and I be seeing Swoletographer on that hoe. I be seeing Doohan on that hoe. Sometimes I be seeing Ant on that hoe. So like, how does that feel whenever people come up to you guys and are like, yo, man, I fuck with your shit. Like, yo, like, how could I do X, Y, and Z? Like, how does that feel whenever people come up to you?
You want to go first?
It's refreshing. It's very refreshing, and it reignites that fire because like we're used to it. We're used to like what we do daily here, but it's kind of like I said, like I told the whole team before we all left, like, yo, make sure like whoever you meet, because you're gonna meet people. Everyone in that team, like you're gonna meet someone. They're all gonna come to each and every single one of us, and just give them the time of day. Because like what we do is impactful, but because we're just on a very day-to-day like schedule and just in the same ecosystem. Wow, my foreign.
Fuck that word, man. Just
fucking because we're in the same like community. Like we don't get to.
Bro said, I'm done with it.
I'm taking that shit.
I've never seen an ecosystem fucked up like that before, but hey, man, fuck that word.
We don't get to just see the impact that we're having. So whenever we do, it's refreshing. I'm very thankful and I'm grateful. And it just lets me know, like, damn, like what I'm doing, like I'm on the right path.
Yeah. I think for me, it's like the first time wasn't that long ago. Like I've only been doing this for a year. So like I think of probably like 3 or 4 months ago, somebody recognized me at Alphaland.
Really?
He's like, "Oh, you're a photographer, right?" And I was like, yeah, bro. Like, how do you know that? You know what I'm saying? And that just goes like, it goes into the reason why I post my own content, but it's just like every single time it's like, damn, like I'm really doing something for real. You know what I'm saying? Like especially when I'm kicking it with y'all. Yeah. Like somebody comes incorrupted out of everybody in that gym that they could go up to or say, and they might have already did it. But like the fact that they're going to me next, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, like you said, like it just reignites that fire and like people really like see what you're doing. Even if you don't feel like it. Like there's times where it's like, damn, bro, like either my content or other people's content, like nobody commented, damn, this video's fire. Like, and I'm like, damn, bro, I got to get back. I got to do better, you know? But then to have people coming to you in person is just like, oh, people are seeing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think
this will be rewarding.
Yeah. I think this will be one of the last official questions, but like, what do you guys, so, oh, fuck, I just lost it. No, wait. No, I think I got it. Okay. So whenever you guys post content, right? There's like a level of work ethic that goes into that. And nowadays with TikTok and short form content, the level of work is kind of like
this goes.
Just, lower it a little bit.
Tripled, quadrupled.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Because for me, whenever I post edits now, we talked about it in the last podcast with Jeff Nippert, but it just completely just fucks up. Like it just tanks. Where do you guys find that balance of like over editing? In a sense, and then like under editing, so a video could perform well on the algorithms. I
think there's like a multifaceted question, right? So like there's this whole like the MCA wave that hit not just Instagram and like TikTok, but like also like streaming platforms like Twitch and whatnot. So like there's been like huge like even like YouTube too, like a huge like negative impact. Basically, it's like incentivizing not to use like
quality cameras,
like not like quality camera, but like copyright stuff. Because even like using a camera, like you're mic'd up still do really well. It's just a matter of like if it's like heavily like using like copyright and stuff. Basically, like it gets flagged and whatnot. And me personally, like I have my favorites, and like I'm gonna do me regardless. And like between me and the person I'm working with, like if the content's like really dope, then like fuck it, right? But if it's like if it gets to the point where like, hey, we need like if it's desperately affecting something, then like no, we have to change the plan and like we'll adapt and whatnot. But we'll do us, but like if like it's not like helping us in the long term, then like
I think like for me specifically, especially with like Swole, where I work with someone like the most, you know what I'm saying? Obviously we work together. I just try to like read off of his following. One, obviously you want to push the content to a new following, but you want your people to be entertained. So if this video is not getting no comments about the actual video, or people are always going to comment on his shit. Like, people are always going to comment on your shit. If people aren't talking about the quality of the video or the style or anything like that, but they are on a separate, different type of video, like, all right, maybe we should go this route. If the YouTube video is doing good on this side for a reason, for him it's like super like raw workouts. They want to see him like in the natural element. They don't want to see like crazy montages on YouTube and shit. So it's just like that's what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to cater to your audience. I think that's the main thing. And like obviously you get to sprinkle like your own little flares in there, and even keeping it like basic or catering to the audience, you can still keep your like what makes your content
your integrity
in there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I said, just catering it to those people who you're trying to reach.
Okay. Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I think you just got to go with the shift, because like a two-parter is like your content. Whenever I edit like your content, like we just shifted from, because back then we mostly did YouTube. So like our day-to-day was like, okay, film for YouTube, get a single for IG, that's it. Like you did Twitter, all that. But now with TikTok, it's like, okay, now we kind of shifted because TikTok is like the main kind of like thing now. So like feed TikTok mostly, get YouTube out like consistently enough to where like we still retain the amount of like engagement from like our audience and like everything. But I mean, yeah, it's just you just gotta shift with the times, man. Like I think like people, they get so married to like a certain thing, or like this a certain like like this is what I do, this is what I've been doing, like it's not gonna change. I can't change, bro. Like back in the day, it was okay, we filmed for YouTube. Off of that, like I made like probably like 2 to 3 edits, and like I would just show in those edits and I would post it into my page, and that was my way of promoting. Now there's like reels, and now it's like, bro, back then you couldn't post, like you couldn't double post. Like that was not a thing. You could not double post on the IG.
Shit, I don't know. I'll try to fucking double post today, man. They killed my shit.
Oh, really? No, bro. Like this week, all this week, I've posted 2 times.
Reels or
yes,
that boy
like
Doohan
reels.
been on his
Maybe
shit.
that-
I've been on a streak this whole week 2
YouTube videos
times.
coming
My
out.
shit went from like 1,000 views like on Sunday, Monday, and now I'm like consistently getting like 4 or 5. So it's like it's going up
4x.
But like back then, like you couldn't do that. You couldn't post like shit. Sometimes you couldn't even like post like every day. You know, you had to like have some
kind of
time off.
stagger.
Yeah, like,
give
kind of
some
like
people some
stagger.
time to miss you and shit.
Like
that
post a
just-
video, post a picture the next day. Give it sometimes like miss like content and all that. But like
I think part of that goes back to like how often everybody else was posting too, though. Like now everybody posts on Instagram every single day.
Yeah.
So it's like
You have to.
if I get on my page, I'm not going to see 3 Russ posts in a row. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like even if you posted 3 times today, I'm not going to see those back to back.
Yeah.
Where like before it was like people don't be posting like that for real. You know what I'm saying?
But also like with the edits, like even if like depending on the performance, is like if it's part of the brand identity, like I like in the beginning, depending on how it does, like I don't think we could be married to it because like it's part of the brand identity, right? Like we want it out there just for the sake of having it out there, like, let that be, and like the content that will help people pull you forward, like embrace that as well. It's like a balance, and like it sucks to like see like your artful masterpiece like just get hit with the nail and like crucified on the cross and like burnt down and stuff, but like if you know if you're happy with it, like at the end of the day, like it's your content, and like the people who fuck with it will fuck with it, and like the people who like the world moves forward at the end of the day, right? So
because the way I've been looking at it now, it's like I think my personal take on it is like I think that you should evolve with the times.
You have to.
Yeah, so it's like the way now that I post a squat single is gonna be completely different than how I used to post it. Like before, it used to be like done with a beautiful
a video.
edit and all that type of shit, and
Garnished.
You know, that's how you know that's how you capture people's attention. But now it's literally just gonna be the fucking lift, right? Like that's just where we're at in
With
society.
the
How they go to
Instagram
my
text on
yeah,
the screens.
yeah. Like if it's too long, people are not going to watch it.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
just how it is. Like it's unfortunate, but that's just the rules of the game now. Because that's how you're going to maintain relevancy, in my opinion.
You have to,
If
yeah.
you have to be able to be shifty and be able to move with the times. If we keep hitting ourselves over the head with like the same type of content, it's not getting no burn.
yeah,
My shit's gonna die, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You have to be cognizant of that and be able to like change your content. Yeah, we can still put out the dope edits. Like I genuinely want people to see the shit that y'all put and the way that I look in the shit that y'all put me in.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck if this gets fucking 3,000 views. Like someone's gonna fucking see this shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then I'll go back to posting the bullshit. Like, okay, all right, I'll post my single the way that y'all want me to post it. But I thought it was interesting, like just talking to Jeff and Max over the last couple of podcasts, and they're like, nah, I don't change my shit.
oh yeah, Max like
Max is like, nah, I'm not changing my shit.
Shoot
And I think this is
yourself.
how I want to post it, and this is how I'm going to post
Shout
it.
Max.
And I respect it.
Right.
But in order to keep up and grow like with this community, you just have to change. Like
Right, you
it
have
can
to.
be something small too. It's
Bro,
like,
it's-
yeah, like
That's with anything though. Like LeBron can't hoop the same way he did when he came
Yeah.
into the league, bro. It's
there's
just like,
threes now. You can
right,
shoot threes.
You gotta
shoot
move
threes.
different,
Like
bro.
it's
Like,
different. Yeah.
the game is about who can adapt and who can like
Exactly,
make this
yeah.
shit last the longest at the end of the day. And I think that like it goes deeper into like what we do as a real job. We're not just videographers. None of us are just videographers. None of us are just photographers. Like we all creative directors, social media managers, like
Yeah.
analyzers of all the
Data
data.
analysis.
Yeah.
We got to look at everything that goes
Data
into this
analysis.
shit. I swear to God,
It's
bro.
so funny. Like whenever the voice, what is it? The mic'd ups became a thing. I don't fucking bro. The last thing I do is talk.
We
during a
hated
workout.
that shit, and then
I
we
do
did
not fucking talk during a workout. Like that's not what I do at all.
Yeah.
But people were interested, like, yo, how is it like, you know, talk through your workout? And I was like, I mean, yeah, I'll like the moods or the days where I come in where the training session probably isn't as important, I'll talk.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not something I just normally do. Like,
The vibe has to be right.
yeah, the vibe has to be right. Like,
And that's part of it. Like I said this the other day, like part of what gives those training sessions what they have is like it doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the days where like everybody's on, everybody's talking, we all got fucking at 8 singles.
Gotta capitalize.
Like
yeah.
you just clicking, and then there might be
Yeah.
the next block where everybody's just like, bro, fuck this shit, bro.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you have to take advantage of what you have on that day.
Yeah, like for example, Wednesdays, I know, like, not like probably 7 times out of 10, I'm not trying to work out. Like I literally just don't feel like
Fuck this
working
band
out.
session, bro.
Yeah, the way that my program is structured, Mondays and Tuesdays are very high intensity ish type days, and Wednesdays it's just like, bro, let's just get through this shit. So with me knowing that, I'm like, okay, chances are I'm gonna probably talk. Like I'm gonna want to talk, or I'll be in the mood to do so. Then Thursdays we pick back up. It's a little bit more serious, so it's like almost like I may want to talk, I may not want to talk. And then Saturdays are very like I'm pretty fucking serious. Like I come in like pissed on Saturdays. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I think it's important to be able to like change and shift your content as like times change as well. Like I don't know. I think like even thinking right now, if I kept posting like those highly edited videos on TikTok, like my TikTok would not be where it's at now.
You'd probably get banned.
Yeah, I'll probably fucking banned.
I think,
but yeah, it kills me. It just kills me whenever I have to post that type of shit, and then like I literally dumb down the content, and the views shoot the fuck up, which sucks. But
I think part of it is like, as everybody starts doing this, everybody's starting to want to be a fitness influencer, want to post content. It's like, what is like you can have a good videographer or good videos. What's gonna separate you outside of that? You know what I'm saying? So like, how can I really focus with Russ? Like, who is Russ? You know what I'm saying? Who is Doohan? Who is Weez? Who is Sean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like shows a different element, and I think that's what people like really like right now.
Yeah, like back to like BTS and just like there's that influence of like people now have shifted their like wanting to see just sick ass edits, like just, you know, the final product, to like now people are interested in seeing like just the BTS and like how shit gets done, like
the timeline,
fucking what lighting setup am I using, like here are my lenses, this is my camera that I'm using, like this SD card is so much different from this SD card because of X, Y, and Z.
The thing,
like that's the content nowadays, and we just gotta shift with it. I feel like people that don't shift are just, you gotta look at it from a business perspective. You know, like it's just art, but like first and foremost, like IG, TikTok, all of that, like I look at it as a way to market the business, you know, so you just gotta adapt with whatever algorithm like that said social media has at that moment. Your final product, if you have your own website, save it for your website, because then whenever you get that client, whenever you get that potential sale, they're gonna go to your website, see the final product, and that's, you know, that's your bread and stone. Fuck.
Bread and butter?
Bread and stone?
I mean, yeah, you can eat bread and stone too, you know.
Down bad,
bro.
Imagine putting stone on bread. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, you have salt. So
God, my foreign is kicking in right.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, shit, I wanted to get into, fuck, man. Have you guys seen Oppenheimer?
Yes.
I haven't, because I can't go
You gotta
to the
watch
movies.
it.
Oh, yeah, you can't go to the movies.
Melanie is very pregnant, so like we just can't do movies because it's very painful.
Yeah. Damn, I wanted to
You watched it?
No, have you guys seen Barbie?
No,
Yeah,
I
you
seen
haven't seen
it. I watched it on. I
You
was on
watched Barbie and Oppenheimer?
So I watched.
locked in.
So I was on my. Okay, this is the day before Oppenheimer. Basically, I was scrolling on my. You know how TikTok is, where like you're on your For You page and you see random shit. The whole Barbie movie was on someone's page. All spread,
Bro, they be
spread
leaking
between
the fuck
13
out.
parts.
Yes,
And I'm like, I'm
actually,
just
yeah.
scrolling on here. I'm like, okay,
Bro,
part
watch the
7,
whole movie
and
on
like it's
TikTok.
like not like cut off somewhere. So I found a different count, caught it from there, watched another 8 parts.
Fuck, man.
Dude, it's insane.
crazy. I know that
I'm watching with my sister
person
tonight again.
stupid.
So
Yeah.
Are you on movie TikTok? Because that's like a thing. Like
I'm not on movie TikTok.
some people live stream it, and then some people actually like post it like on the day of like the theaters, and then like they get banned. And like
there's accounts that just like post the movies in like parts.
Holy shit. I know there's like on Twitter, it's like they'll do like,
They'll just post a whole
yeah, they'll
movie.
like,
Fuck
fuck
it.
it. They'll like literally, it's like, fuck it.
Here's
Spider-Man
fucking
2. It fucking
Madagascar.
2 hour long
Whole
video.
Shrek
I'm like, how the fuck did you even spend time uploading that video? You know how long that shit is?
How's that even legal? Because I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just
Nah,
waiting on that
it's
shit to like.
definitely
not.
no, they'll
Take it
catch
down.
the
Take it
hands.
down.
They'll catch the hands.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about Oppenheimer, but did you guys see what they basically like? It was like an ex-worker. He was like confirming the existence of UFOs. and
Oh
aliens.
man.
Oh yeah, that was sick,
What do y'all think about that?
bro. I've known it. Like there's no way we are, bro. No, look, there's no way we are the only human. Like just there's got to be something else.
Yeah,
I can
Nah,
get down with
stressed
that. I
out.
can believe that.
I
but
believe
like,
it.
I also think people like, bro, just let the shit be what it is that we know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think too many people try to dig deep and try to find
Trying
any
like
and everything.
Because now,
Like you, Never mind.
We need to make a
Yeah, 'cause
space
now
force, bro.
I'm starting to think like a little bit more
That
about
shit made me happy.
I'm thinking a little bit more now like about like the pyramids and shit, like the fact that
The Sphinx is like not the Sphinx.
yeah, I'm not like a conspiracy theorist. I'm
Yeah.
not like one of those like super people that like believe in like fucking aliens and shit, or like that's like trying to find the deeper meaning of like
Right.
oh like what the fuck is this? But I generally that
all
was
good. It's all
scary.
good.
Yeah, okay, I genuinely think that humans did not build the pyramids.
I think so too.
No, yeah, there's no. Okay,
It's too intricate. It's too big. Like
that's gotta be some slave. Like,
yeah,
shit.
slave. Like you were fucking. You had a
Word.
country of slaves. Like,
Bro, them boulders were like way too heavy to
Yeah,
carry.
way
Also,
too
think
heavy.
Think about getting that one to the top.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's just certain things where I'm like, I don't think that's man made. And
you
like
see
there's
about-
there's
they-
also shit underwater. Like
They found like another pyramid in Antarctica,
yeah, they did.
and then the guy like it's like 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers, and it was like 1,200 kilometers from the like
Yeah,
pyramids from Africa.
See, man, there's just like little things where I'm
There
like.
is shit that's like,
I'm
I
like,
feel
all
like-
right, bro. That shit don't seem human made.
I
Like
think-
even today
yeah.
with the technology we have, it would take fucking forever to build those pyramids.
yeah.
Like
If you think about it, like the government's probably hiding like a space force, like space defense force.
I think so too. We have fucking sword.
Like
Marvel.
Yeah,
So-
Mar-
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Sprinkle that in there.
No, yeah.
I was like, damn, we do like dead
Yeah.
ass.
I will say Oppenheimer is a good movie away from like the superhero movie trend we have been going on. So
I'm
it's a good refresher.
Yeah, I'm getting
I'm like a little burnt out.
getting superhero fatigue. I'm a big fan of like cinema and shit. Like I like directors and I
Yeah.
like content creation in its highest form. I'm like people that are very like into that type of stuff. So I like the Barbie and Oppenheimer thing because it gives me the feeling of being back in the early 2000s where
Yeah.
you get excited to go fucking watch a movie
That's
and
what
shit.
I did see that. Like, bro, hella people been at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Bro.
They're calling
Since
they're calling,
COVID, I ain't seen that many people
Yeah,
like
they're calling-
yeah.
excited to go to the
they're
movie.
calling Barbie white girls Black Panther.
Oh, actually,
That shit's
I'm there
insane.
with you.
It probably is though. It probably is though. Shit.
No, when I went to go watch Barbie 2 nights ago, bro, like
That shit was packed.
fucking like pink everywhere. I'm like, this
Yeah,
shit
I
is
did
tough.
peep
I
that
liked
too.
it. I felt like a jackass. I had no pink on. Yeah, I
guy.
felt like an idiot.
Lock
But
in, bro.
What do you guys think about the whole like just? I mean, you have like Christopher Nolan, Quentin Tarantino,
Mm-hmm.
Martin. Is it Martin Scorsese?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Like the pendulum was kind of shifting a little bit when people were
Yeah.
getting that Marvel fatigue and shit. Like, do y'all keep up with shit like that when it goes to like just the?
It's good. Shoot, I think like for example, Oppenheimer, like it's like those
Please don't say too much.
I'm not,
Yeah.
but like you have to watch it
You know,
multiple
it's so
times.
funny. I'm like, don't spoil history. I know it happens,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah, it's like it's kind of fun because like you have to watch it multiple times to actually like unlock the whole puzzle. Basically,
really,
yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, Christopher Nolan overall. If you watch any of his movies, like
He's fucking-
they're so enjoyable because like they make you think, they make you like be engaged throughout the whole time. So that's why I'm excited for Oppenheimer because I just finished watching Interstellar and fucking Dunkirk.
You know, it's so crazy. It's embarrassing, but we walked into Dunkirk and we walked out of Dunkirk.
No, bro. Like honestly, like I'm not okay. Yeah,
You need to
the
rewatch.
first time because I've seen it twice. The recent time I fully watched it through. The first time I felt the same way. I watched it and I was like, this makes no fucking sense. But then I made myself watch it, and like by the end, I'm just like, like oh, like this shit,
Yeah.
bro. This shit was beautiful. So it's like you sometimes gotta force your way to like see everything through, but just. I'm not kind of like sad or like disappointed because like then there's like Matt Reeves, and I feel like there's like a whole new generation of like directors and like up and coming like filmmakers.
Yeah.
Like Matt Reeves is like young. He's part of like that newer generation of like directors. So I feel like he has like a few more years like in his bag before he like dips out. But I think it's just it's just like fashion. Like some things like come back from like back in the old times just out of like inspo and like everything, and I think there'll just be a new generation of like directors that will take inspo from the older generation and just keep that like going,
Right, and bring it
Bro,
back
bring
in a
it
better
back
way.
in a way better way. Because I mean fucking rom-coms like aren't a thing, but like they're like slowly starting to like make a comeback
Yeah.
too.
What's a funny movie recently we watched together? Nope, by Jordan Peele.
That was a good movie.
Bro,
was a
that
good
movie was like so like crazy, but also like on the base layer, you just look at it like culturally, like, yep, nope.
Yeah, I think Jordan Peele is up and coming. Oh, not up and coming, but he's definitely going to be like the next
Part of the
wave
newer
like
generation.
directors where like because the art of being a superstar director has been lost because of the superhero movies.
Yeah.
So it's like before you would go. I mean, you still do, but you'd go see a Quentin Tarantino movie. You would go see a James Cameron movie because he's like a superstar director. You'd
For
go
what
see,
they did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Steven
Fuck with the movie
Spielberg.
guy
Yeah.
going on, yeah.
Fuck with the movie. It's like, no, I'm going to go see a Steven Spielberg movie. Like, I'm going to go see a Christopher Nolan movie. And I think like now it's at that point where it's like, no. Like Matt Reeves directed this shit. I'm going to go watch it because he's done X, Y, and Z. I'm sure this movie's going to be good. We kind of lost that with superhero movies because it was more so like, no, I'm gonna go see that new Captain America movie. It's like, bro, I don't even know the directors of the Captain America.
No,
movies.
off of Marvel, the only like directors that I felt like made like an actual impact and were able to like make a name for this were like the Russo brothers.
Russo brothers, and then
Those
James
were the
Gunn.
only ones that I remember.
the Black Panther. Fuck, man,
Oh yeah.
Ryan Coogler. God damn,
Yeah.
that's embarrassing, bro. I'm fucking black, and I don't even couldn't get that off the top of my head.
I think we can tie that back to like the original conversation though. Like being a videographer in the fitness space.
Yeah.
Like that's how I want people to think about myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't give a fuck who I shoot with. Like motherfuckers gonna tell me because I shot that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you'll see your shit and it's like, oh, like nah, Izzy made that.
Right.
Or like nah,
Yeah.
like Doohan or like
Right.
Ant made that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Facts.
That's true. I'm trying to think of like anything else that was pressing because I was like, I definitely want to talk about the videographer shit, but there's like some
other shit in
pressing
real life.
like stuff, current event stuff that I wanted to talk about. Like the Bronny James having like that heart attack. That's so scary.
How do you feel? Yeah, like what do you think happened? Because I saw that and I was just like, just confused and kind of like concerned because I'm like, bro, like how can
It's
someone
common
so
with an
young-
athlete.
That
It's
elite,
weird.
Yeah,
So-
it's like
It's like because like, I don't know if he passed the ECG thing. Where like,
Oh, okay.
so if you're like a taller athlete, your heart has to work harder, basically. And so like, I don't know how tall
he
he
has
is.
to pump blood.
Yeah, throughout the
He's
whole
like
body.
He's not that tall. Yeah, he's like 6'4".
Yeah,
Yeah,
6'3",
so like
6'4". Yeah.
either A, he has like I don't know like what's going on with him. Either A, like he has an ongoing heart condition that probably needs to be like addressed, or like he hasn't taken an EKG like or ECG AKG test where like they just put pads on your body to see like how your like heart's working. I don't know. I think it's probably that. I'm not a professional, but basically that's
Yeah.
probably what I could tell.
'Cause
That's like the indicators.
I talked to Aaron about it. Aaron was like, when it happens at that young of an age, it's almost unexplainable. It's
Yeah.
like, it kind of is what it is. If there's no
Like
like,
now we know.
yeah, unless there's like a direct like issue,
Right.
it's usually just like a random act of God, damn near. So
Jesus.
That happened to my brother, not him, but the other one. He used to run like cross country, play football, play basketball, and just like he went to the hospital one time, or I mean the doctor. I think it was a physical, and they were like, "Oh, like you have some kind of heart condition, like you can't play sports."
what the fuck? It's just that was it.
Yeah, and it was like he stopped and like there was no treatment, nothing, and went back like 8 months later, and that shit was gone.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it was like the craziest shit in the world.
What?
But like, and then he played football, played basketball, played in college, like
And it's like pretty much it's like
they literally had no explanation for
Yeah.
why it happened or why it went away.
yeah.
And it was just like
That's so
hey, you good, bro?
random, Yeah, but prayers
Go
up to him.
crazy.
Yeah, prayers up to the James family.
Yeah,
I think
facts, for real.
they confirmed that everything was straight, and they'll have like I think LeBron posted he would have like updates like
Yeah,
coming
an
up pretty soon.
announcement.
it's good.
It'll be interesting to like see what comes from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like you obviously can't go back full speed. We all know that.
Yeah.
Like, what his career develops into because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was thinking that too. I was like, damn, like, is he going to have to stop playing? Or are they
Right.
scared? But I mean, it seems like he's going to make a full
Yeah,
recovery and
yeah,
everything's
facts.
going to be fine. So hopefully that's like one
That's
of
the
those.
goal, yeah.
Yeah. Best case scenario, that's like one of those one offs where like there's no explanation and you
Right.
just kind of, it's like
That's
a
what it
story
is.
you tell your grandkids. It's like,
Shout out
yeah,
whoever used that.
Oh,
thing.
the
Yeah, they said if it's
80.
not used like within the first minute and a half, like you
Yeah.
lose 90% like success rate
Sheesh,
of coming back.
man.
Yeah.
So shout out whoever used that shit.
That's so scary, man. I
Right.
can't imagine being a father and like your son. Like,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
that's
man.
scary. So,
Yeah.
did you guys,
Doohan said I can.
while I was in Miami, I caught the, I just called the Messi game, like his first MLS game.
Yeah,
That was fun to watch.
yeah.
I was like tuned
Do you
in.
wanna talk about your retracted statement?
Oh,
What'd you say?
Doohan got some beef on his heart.
Nah, so back in February, I tweeted.
Remember that? Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, because that's Super Bowl. Yeah, I tweeted that the Super Bowl is the biggest sporting event, like of the year, and
That shit hit home.
yeah, because me and Doohan had a conversation. It was like me, Doohan, and Gia, because we were discussing things for the future CSC. And I was like, yeah, like the Super Bowl is the biggest sporting event, like bar none. Like, do you know how much like they pay for commercials for the Super Bowl? Da da da. And
Doohan was like, "Hey, slow down, big fella."
yeah, Doohan was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's like the World Cup. And I was like, fuck no, it's not the World Cup, it's the Super Bowl. Stupid.
Just off that messy game, guys.
Yeah, off the Messi game. Didn't it pass the Super Bowl?
billions of views
Off the Messi game, right?
Yeah, off his debut game. Yeah. No, not even. Yeah, like 1 million views off his debut game, but his like debut ceremony, not even like a game. Just like his ceremony had so many fucking views, surpassed the Super Bowl event, and it just goes to show that in America, soccer is just where Americans are just very ignorant about football.
Yeah, no, it was definitely like a like ignorant American moment for sure. Like it was stupid. Yeah. So
it happens. Own it. Own it.
Corrected.
I'm excited. I'm excited though. Like it's good for the sport because like there's just no actual community and or presence in soccer in America, and it's actually very expensive to like get into. Like soccer? Bro, in European countries, like youth clubs are like free. Like you can go sign up. You can be in a youth club. You can try out and be in a team for free. Like you don't have to pay. Like you gotta pay like up to like damn near like 8-10K to like just put your kids in like a youth club for like one of the sports.
And overseas?
No, in here.
Here.
And like here.
Domestically.
So like, I think that's part of the reason like you have the American takes. I would have said the same shit. But it's just like
that's so stupid, man.
In America, it's not that.
It's not that easy to like access. Right. It's not accessible.
And also like nobody that I know grew up was like on the soccer team that was really like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm finna you might see one person in your whole city like, oh, that nigga's tough for real. You know what I'm saying? But not like on a football team you got 10 people going D1. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's just different.
It's not like a sexy sport in America.
Right.
Yeah. No. Like all the best athletes in America play
football and basketball.
Yeah, football and basketball.
Yeah, and all the best like MLS like athletes came from like other like countries. Like Mexico or like in Europe. The MLS is a retiring league.
That's just crazy.
Like that's to a lot of like the top.
It's like someone put this perfectly, right? Like the MLS is where like you said the great players go. So it's almost like whenever like basketball players get older, they go over to China and start playing and shit.
Yeah. Like who just went to
the Shanghai
China?
Sharks?
I feel like
Dwight Howard just went.
Dwight Howard just went to
crazy.
Yeah. So like that's what the MLS is like top level like England, Spanish, Italian. Like bro, there's like just off of those like 4 European countries like
make up the MLS.
No, like the MLS. Yeah, no, like there's a league, there's a dominant league in England, there's a dominant league in Spain, there's a dominant league in like Italy, and even the French league now it's like very dominant. And then the MLS, like it's good for Messi to come here because it's gonna bring a lot of eyes and exposure. Fucking,
I feel like everywhere he goes is a fucking sellout arena.
Oh, for sure.
Tour,
bro. He made it a thing. Like the next game that he's gonna play, they play in turf. Like over in like Europe and like everything, they play in like actual grass. And he's made it like a thing where like I'm not gonna play in like turf fields.
Oh, so like they literally have to go.
So put like grass on any fucking field that has like turf are specifically switching it to grass
for
him.
Double time.
Like he's that big to where he's able to make that demand.
That's like pulling up to a fucking power to me, and it's like I'm not fucking lifting on this equipment.
Bro, remember the last Super Bowl where like they changed, like they literally grew like
they
the
grew
grass.
It was Arizona. They grew the grass themselves,
and like they brought that shit into the stadium, like through a whole like line. I'm like, bro, what the fuck for grass?
Yeah, teams can afford to do it. It's just fucking cheap. Honestly, turf is sick.
It is.
Yeah, that shit burn, bro. That whenever I play soccer and turf, that shit hurt.
Shit caught, man.
That shit hurt.
Tearing ACLs and shit.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing because he didn't want to get injured. But
going back to football, what are your predictions while we on here for the season? Who you rocking with? Who you not rocking with? I know you don't have like a specific team. So
I'd say
you kind of get a
easy one is Chiefs.
Yeah,
they're it right now. There's usually like a sleeper team that kind of comes out of nowhere. I think the Jets are going to be good, man. I know
that's what I wanted to get into.
A-Rod.
You see, he just took a $35 million pay cut.
That low key don't mean much. I don't know why. I don't think that means much, man.
Damn, took the pay cut.
No, I'm saying like I don't know why he did that. Like I don't think they're gonna do anything with it.
I think they had already hit the salary cap, so like he's trying to get other people money.
Yeah,
basically. Like they're not adding anything.
Yeah, it's not gonna change anything for their season. I think it's maybe good team camaraderie where like people are gonna probably play a little bit extra or respect them. But it's the NFL, so it's like people playing hard
either way.
Yeah. So I mean, I think the Jets are going to be a lot better than people realize. I think like they're going to have that breakout receiver. Him and Gardner were kind of going at it,
Right.
like in practice, like in a competitive way. So it was good.
They got, bro, the running back from Iowa State.
Yeah.
He was about to be rookie of the year last year. He tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Brees Hall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that boy was snapping.
Yeah, I think they'll be a good team. I'm just trying to think of like anyone else that might be a sleeper because like
I think-
you have your staples.
That's what I love about sports.
Browns too. Browns with
If
Deshaun
Watson
coming
come
back.
out balling, yeah.
I think they're gonna be solid.
I think that's what I love about sports.
Deadly.
That's what I love
Doohan
about like
don't watch
sports right
football,
now.
so.
Like major sports in America, football, basketball specifically is like,
Yeah,
bro, growing up, like it was like dominant teams, Patriots, fucking
yeah.
pretty much. But
Now it would be
you know what I'm saying?
Patriots. Yeah, Patriots. Colts.
Yep, handling shit. Just
Yeah.
every year deep in the playoffs. Now it's like, bro, anybody can win any
Yeah.
single week, and it's like super entertaining again.
Yeah, man, fuck. Joe Burrow got injured.
I
today
saw
in
that.
practice.
I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah, he was. It was like, did you see, bro?
No, I did. I did.
Bro was there running that
did,
shit.
and
Tell
then,
this motherfucker,
no, because
man.
I saw that injury and I was like, oh, that shit hurt. Because the same thing happened to I forgot who, but someone on the Inter Miami. He had the same injury.
Oh, I saw that. I thought he was
Yeah.
faking. He was dead ass. I was
No,
like,
that was
I was like, I hate soccer players, man. These motherfuckers.
All they do is flop.
Yeah, because it's soccer players and basketball players. That
No,
flop and
that's
shit.
a strategy. It's like
Yeah, no,
flop
for sure.
Yeah.
Some basketball players pick that up from soccer. But I think so. I think like with Joe Burrow's injury, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully that's nothing serious because it looked
That
like
shit
one of them
looked
shits.
painful.
Like, yeah, it looked like one of them shits where that's like
I
a
ain't seen it.
You
yet.
have to like rehab. and, like, get
non-contact,
back.
literally just
Yeah.
rolling. I mean, you know, you can't tell it's a quarterback. Just rolling out, running, and then just hit that. It looked like Achilles,
Right.
Which that sucks.
It's just
No,
tough.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else, man. Like any
Random
other
question,
teams?
but so for the Super Bowl, what's the payout for like you win? Like what do you
Ring.
Like
Something-
75K. I'm
That's
gonna look
it?
it up.
I split up
It's
or
something
like
crazy.
No, like
see? But that's what I'm saying too. Like, bro,
You
like
get playoff bonuses, like you,
Yeah.
because you're playing extra games, so like you
like
have
75K for player or team.
per
No,
player.
no, for player, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. So like for team, like what does that make up?
So
It's like 50, 56. Well, I'm sure maybe there's more. I mean, I don't know like the specifics of that, but there's like the roster's 56,
yeah,
like
So
the
56
63,
time,
I think.
63.
Yeah,
so 63 times. Because I'm just trying to like compare that to like the World Cup like payout.
No, I'm sure the World
How
Cup.
much did they pay
payouts
in the
go
World
Bro,
Cup?
the World Cup payout was like a couple million for the team.
for each player.
if you win in the
Well, for
wild
the
card,
team.
Okay.
if you win in the wild card game, which is like the very first round of the playoffs, you get 41,000 per person.
Per person.
Yeah,
Damn.
and then
Yeah, that ain't shit.
division winner. So that means you got past that. 46 and a half.
Even Super Bowl.
46.5. I'm gonna look at Super Bowl right now.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe like the owner like is like will cut you like a personal check on the side. I mean, probably not. But
Players on the winning team get 157 for the
157,000
Super Bowl, and if you lose, you get 82 plus your game check.
Nice little
That's
That's
a
why
bonus.
you'll see a lot of like NFL players. They're doing like incentivized deals. Like if we go to the like Tom Brady, for example, when he won his ring, that boy got like double his salary.
Yeah, there's like little, and they'll know too. It's like they'll have like a lot of like a Saquon Barkley. He had that was a funny situation, but like what teams will do to help like the salary cap is just put like incentives in your shit.
So
it's
so like
hit certain
if you win like
personal. So it's like
Oh,
if you
okay.
if you perform
record
at a certain level,
36 YouTube videos this month.
yeah, we'll give you X amount.
like a bonus,
Yeah,
and all that.
so
Oh,
you can,
okay.
So you can max out your contract.
Damn. Okay.
But then there's also teams that will hoe you, so
Yeah.
you don't hit those incentives. So they
Well,
don't have
yeah,
to pay
like
you.
for example, Antonio Brown had one when he was with the Bucks.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
why he blew
And-
up. Yeah,
They were like trying to give him. I think it was a different team, but like
no, it was the Bucks.
Tom Brady brought him on the field and was like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna throw you the ball. you
And he-
gonna get this, so you could get that check."
and he didn't throw him the ball.
No.
And he bugged out. So
That's
What?
when he ran off
Yeah.
the sideline. This shit, yeah.
yeah.
Damn, that's flaky. That's
Wildin',
shady.
bro.
Shit.
Damn, how much is that? Is that
2
2
hours.
hours in?
Yeah,
Yep.
2
Goddamn
hours.
2 hours.
That
That
shit.
shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's pretty much it.
It's solid.
Yeah, that was a really good podcast actually.
Shout out Messi.
Shout out for real.
Shout out
Shout out all the videographers.
Yeah, but I hope you guys were able to take like kind of like stories or take something from the stories that they told. Also, just wanted to give you guys a personal thank you for the work that you guys put in. There's like all the stuff that you see with Better, with Corrupted Strength, my personal content, even Weeze's content with Ant, and then just like some of the content that are just around the ecosystem that you guys work with. You guys have done such a great job of like uplifting those people. And I always say that You guys are kind of like the backbone of what we do, because without y'all, like, we aren't going to be put on this, like, you don't get the best version of me without what you guys are doing. So it's like, when I get presented, it's almost like you guys are presenting me in a sense. So it means a lot whenever you guys are able to kind of perform at that high level and also perform past that, because what y'all do is not normal. Like, I remember the video we shot with Joey, that, like, bro, we recorded like a whole ass podcast. Cause my concern was like, fuck, man, like, we're recording on Sunday and we upload on Monday. I'm like, bro, like, I know this sucks, but can you do it? Like, this is like the only feasible day. You're able to do that. And then just like the stuff that you guys do on a daily basis, like having videos ready. Ant was recently in Miami, and like that was like one of like your almost like a breakout moment, because like you had to upload my YouTube video or create my YouTube video. Then on top of that, too, like create like all the content for everyone else to post pictures, because you know how influencers
everybody
be
need
like,
their shit.
Motherfuckers are just fucking horny for their shit 100%. And then obviously Doohan's just been with me for years now, and just the standard, just bit my lip. The standard that he's been able to set like for everyone, and like being an inspiration for other videographers coming up, like it's something that's like I don't take for granted. And I'm just thankful that we have like you guys on the team, and just being able to like work and keep that work ethic going.
Appreciate
so,
that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Of course.
I think I speak for everybody with saying like we appreciate the realness and like the freedom that goes with it. You know what I'm saying? That plays a lot into it. It's like we've all worked with people that don't give that freedom, or like it's like, nah, like I don't want to shoot with them again. You know what I'm saying? So the freedom and like the creativity that we're allowed to bring into everything that we do is like obviously a testament to your trust in us.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah. Thank you guys once again. And then also thank you guys for like the people watching. It's so fun. Like I genuinely love like doing the podcast shit. So thank you guys for tuning in. Also, thank you guys for showing up in Miami. That was super lit. Like we honestly didn't expect for Miami to go down the way that it went down. So I'm super thankful that like people took time out of their day to like literally pull up and show love. And like you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to be there with us. And then also just like all the support, man. Yep. We dropped knee sleeves and wrist wraps with the Better company, or with the Better brand. And then we also are doing like a big ass tank restock. It's already
soon.
Yeah. By the time this video goes up, there's going to be like all the tanks that we've ever created will be in the warehouse. Please go buy.
Use them codes.
Go buy right now.
Man, go buy them shits. Go dummy. And also, I don't want to jinx it. At the recording of this podcast, I'm not a numbers guy, and I don't really give a fuck about shit like this, to be honest with you. But this is like a huge.
But today he about to.
Yeah, I'm about to for a little bit.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
I'm at 400. Okay. Yeah, I'm at 499,938 followers.
You better hit that before this goes up.
I might post another shit today to see if I
can.
go.
Posted that, bro, you went the wrong way.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying shit. Hopefully, by the time that I wake up tomorrow, or like at some point on Saturday, I'll be at 500,000, and that's like a huge milestone. I've been doing content for the past. It's 2023. I've been doing content for the past 6 years. I've never been one of those influencers that had like super explosive growth. It's been more so like a very slow, steady grind. And I'm thankful for that, because a lot of you guys have seen me in my mom's crib with like posters and shit. And I was driving a Camaro and I was packaging shit out of my mom's crib. Then my apartment, and then, you know,
with the custom vans.
Yeah, with the custom vans on and shit. So I just wanted to give like a preemptive thank you to anyone that has ever consumed content or bought shit for me, or just been here for the journey. It's super, super weird to know that the stuff that we do, the stuff that we create is impacting you guys in a real way. So yeah, thank you guys for 500K. Please barring.
We upload
Please
on Monday,
barring some bullshit happens. I'm thinking like the next time I post, it should get some followers. Like, you know what happened?
Bro,
honestly,
cloud chasing.
Yeah, I am cloud chasing, bro. I posted the 771 deadlift, which is so stupid because sometimes shit just pop off. It has like 500,000 views, and I've gotten followers from that. So last time I posted some shit about me getting close to 500K, you motherfuckers unfollowed me. It's like, hey guys, I'm getting close to 500. I was at 499. Motherfuckers brought me back down to 498.
We're about to do a sale. We're about to do all this shit.
I was like, yo, I'm about to do a sale on the Better company, or with the Better brand. Yeah, $5 day passes that corrupted and shit. And niggas were like,
scrapped.
Niggas were like, nah, we're not trying to do none of that. We're not trying to see none of that. So thank you guys. But that's it for episode number 14.
Appreciate y'all tuning into the podcast.
Yeah, appreciate y'all tuning into the podcast.
Thank you.
I promise y'all the next time we jump on, we're gonna have like an opening segment and then a closing segment.
All right, bet.
I just be so busy throughout the week, kind of hard to think about shit until it's time to start recording. But thank you guys for tuning into this episode. It was a great one. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.